particularly the Overflow Alley. In that attempt, you broke it down, I believe, to 3, if I'm not mistaken, or
Yeah, I think
4
like
people per tap or something like that.
yeah, per day. That's
Yeah, I think it was 6, and he brought it down to 4 or something. And then the captain's fat ass was sitting there, and he pointed out 3 of them, and the rest of them just got screwed, as he begged you for at least a few of them to be left open, in exchange for their service in training. Who outside of Wiggles would have partook in conditioning these guys, say in the past time between sessions?
I didn't mean like fucking them up. Like
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
already
sure.
been
Like fucking them up.
Yeah, I mean, outside of just yourself, like, is anyone else assisting in that matter, or what other matters would you guys have dealt with in the say past time? Say what normal 5 days worth of time in the hollow.
I would say if we had that much time, if we're planning on going out to the desert, Rolly would start stocking up on survival
Jerky,
supplies,
dry goods, things that won't go bad,
things that
steel
can make
containers, solvents,
sand resistant clothing, sun visors, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Easy enough.
Water,
We'll say that you
yeah.
definitely get the basics. Rolly, there are a couple
Fine.
things that you can choose whether or not, for your party's sake, take here to benefit, or you consider these things when packing their supplies. Being in the smoldering stocks, the less you have on you, the less of a target you are.
Right.
It doesn't really matter so much as the size of the group, more so as the size of it is you carry. I mean, everyone out there is carrying their belongings on their person. Pulling a whole cart of belongings makes you a much more tastier target. So obviously, with that in mind, you find the slick, minimalist, uniformic design across all the players that houses all of their needed weapons and necessities, and still protects them from you would assume to protect them from the harsh sands, and is quite grain proof in the sense of getting into your clothes and causing discomforts and tensions against your skins and rashes. Wiggles, how are you?
I'm good.
We're just getting on to a 4-day pastime here at the Hollow before you guys depart. I was asking everyone what they would be doing. So far, Rolly has gathered clothing that's proper and attired for the desert region. And it sounds like Eric has been conditioning these men, also watching their drinking intake. The rest of you?
I would have probably gone with Rolly to like stock up on supplies, honestly.
I was gonna say
Okay.
the same.
Okay. Rolly.
I would ask the group.
Yeah, you guys would absolutely be resting in between this time, so you guys can go ahead and proc a long rest.
It's like my spell slots are looking mighty
What do you
bare.
guys know about the smoldering stocks?
Let me know if you want to present the map, Rolly. At any time, I have an actual thing ready for you.
Oh, okay. So I do have a map.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is kind of how it's laid out.
And Rolly would pull out this kind of long cylindrical teal cube, teal sort of map case, a square shape. Pop cap off of it. And pour out this nice little map.
So is his little miniature token that Rolly has that that goes with this map is a little jackal token of the desert that he uses to like position where he is in the desert. That it's an old keepsake. He hasn't pulled it out in some time.
He would just start pointing at different points on the map with like his little goblin fingers, like kind of jittering around in the map. Like,
so over here you've got the tusk guys, the tusk bent, and if these caps over here don't fucking steal anything off of you that you got. There's Florida, Goblin Florida. It's pretty great. It's probably the most civilized of all the tribes, but they're still goblins. And then there's Ramdam over here, but they're gonna kill you if you go over there. So it's a fun place. I grew up there. My dad has a whole glue business.
Anyone have any questions for Rolly in regards to his presentation?
I point over to the like large cliffs you see over on the right hand side.
That's kind of where the SOS signal's coming from. We're probably gonna end up, there's a home base in the middle of the desert, but that's where they're sieged out. So they're probably gonna head out that way.
You guys also know, based off of Rolly's map, which could be outdated, each hex is considered 2 miles. So to the general radius of the position he declares the signal came from is about 12 miles to the point of the initial contact.
Is that
Of
half
desert
a day,
travels.
technically?
Yeah, in desert travel, absolutely, and it is extreme. And who knows what can come across. The desert doesn't have any rulings or jurisdictions, as Rolly would easily be able to communicate with you guys. Amongst the 4 goblin-controlled factions or societies, as they like to call themselves, the Tuskbent, Capstoners, Florida, and Romdom's Liege, they all have their own civil code. So, for instance, Capstoners literally just rob people. That's their civil code. They don't rob each other, but they rob other people, and etc. And then they all war with each other depending on their relations at the time of being there. But due to this being an outdated map, it hasn't been updated with any markings of such. Also, upon anytime you guys travel from point to point, we will make sure we discuss the distance and the time it takes for you guys to travel due to the weather changing. In the peak days, obviously,
Not only
it's
the
much
weather,
hotter.
but there's a lot of fucking crazy shit that we dumped out in that desert. A lot
Yeah.
of failed experiments out there. They're not
It's
fun.
definitely a dumping ground of any history that wishes to be forgotten was brought here to be forgotten. And let's just say, though others have forgotten it, it may not have yet forgotten itself. So this is your guys' map. When you guys do appear to the Smoldering Stalks, you guys will appear where the jackal is currently placed.
Alex, just as a heads up, or Rolly, sorry. If you're using your voice modulator, it wasn't coming through.
Oh shit. Wasn't coming through. All right, good to know. Thank you.
See, he's such a good voice actor. I didn't even distinguish the two. They have to be so rude.
Good. Awesome.
So, any questions in general via players in general or toward Rolly? Or if you wish to declare what you guys are doing outside of general preparations and conditioning your crew.
You said 4 days? I want to enchant my ring.
You want to enchant your ring. And what are you trying to enchant into it again?
Misty Step.
Misty Step. It takes 24 days. You want to dedicate 4 days into it. You started this like a week ago. I'll say you got 11 days out. So you got 13 days left.
13 days left. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Almost there.
Discussing
Yeah, I
something
hear you.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hear it.
Cool.
Get them all the way to the final day and then like fizzle. You failed.
Give me a check. What? Someone discusses the spell.
Jeez.
Is there anything else you guys wish to declare before departing? Any rules, standings, discussion? So far, to your guys' knowledge, it's you guys and Galron going on this venture. Everyone else is staying behind, be it voluntarily or insistently.
Wait, I thought Gowron was going to train the men.
Yeah.
There was a moment off to the side where he discussed with Rolly immediate business.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to write all that into you, Rolly. So remember how I started it. So I remember how I actually started off the first, I think, thing saying how you noticed.
I just
I
kind of
totally
disregarded
forgot
it because I was
that.
like, I'm sure he'll just tell me about it later.
Those are all
That's
blocks
fine.
of information, so I totally forgot about that. So in regards to, go ahead. Sorry.
Can Eric do a random inspection of barracks to check for contraband?
Give me a investigation check as he tosses everyone's bedding. Rolly, you have a brief sidebar with Gowron as you guys start discussing departure plans. Eric, you tell me what you find after this. Gowron goes, Rolly, perhaps we can
Yeah, Ron, what's up?
have a private word. It's about, and he pulls his chest, his vest aside, and you see something missing or fading, like as if a tattoo was slowly being removed over periods of sessions. Kind of nudges you off to the side of the building, kind of out of sight. There is a problem. Every day I've been finding myself more fuzzy in the mind, forgetting basic things about myself, you. I don't really care if I forget about these all, but those that I have been around for a long time. I feel like I'm losing something. What was I doing before we came back to the Hollow, Rory? And be honest. Treat me as if I didn't know.
Well, I mean, we kind of survived a whole lot of shit on the ship together. And, we had that whole drug episode with the, dragons. And then you started using all those special powers. And we wanted to figure out what they were. And
Powers.
so we,
But I haven't
yeah.
used any powers since we arrived at the Hollow, have I?
Yeah, well, I thought you said you weren't going to use them when we got here.
He starts like, rubbing his like little dingling beard, braided beards. Something doesn't sit right, Wally. I would have used them to get us out of danger. We wouldn't have been caught as much. I feel like as if something has been holding me back.
I went and put my harp and all my stuff away. We said that we were going to lay low, and once we found a better crew, we could get out of here and use our powers again.
When's the last time we've seen Zombie?
That's when we left the reef.
Something tells me we'll find him in the desert. And we need to speak with him.
Yeah. Jin would like him.
I have not considered that. Jin. Do you think he'd have any relation to Zombie? It would make sense.
They both come
The
out
rarity
of
of
bottles,
such.
so.
Yes. I do believe there's a good point. I will be attending with you after all. I've spoken to the Shadow Man and made arrangements to keep an eye on everyone, and I chose one of the gentlemen to teach them the basics of combat. I sparred with him. He seemed fairly capable. And plus, when has a trip to the Smoldering stocks ever been long? He gives you like a grin, and when he gives you that grin, the last time you saw that grin was when you guys were in the Smoldering stocks, and it was your 40th day without water. How you survived is still a mystery.
Drink your own pee.
You will never tell.
That's why he's smiling. We won't talk about it.
So, with that, he declares his intent of joining you guys. There's more to it, but I'll send that to you later because I had it all typed.
Okay.
I totally thought I dropped it to you because I was blowing. I sent you a ton of stuff, so my bad. I totally overlooked that one on accident.
All right.
So, the rest of you, anything else you guys wish to deal with or attempt to attend to? Mina, any little love letters you wish to send or orchestrate or poke around for prior to your departure?
I would probably try and improve the try and get like a spy network type thing going, like just get the foundations started, like maybe teach people like how to behave and that kind of stuff, like teach them the basics of like how to avoid, how to blend in with crowds and like how to eavesdrop without, seeming too obvious,
So,
etc., etc. Just little
of
things.
the men that you guys have, of the crew, go ahead and give me an insight check. This is you finding maybe the top 4 capable
All
that you
right, I
believe.
have advantage on those insight checks because I
You're
have
really
that
trying to
item.
feel these people out.
Let's see. Insight. Thank God I had advantage.
Mina, you start going around
Jeez.
looking for the bright people for the job, right as Eric is throwing one of the sacks of one of the people you intend to recruit. Eric, what is the scene before Mina?
I'm assuming I'm finding like hidden booze because
All right, yeah, you find some extra booze bottles. You see some crackers that don't smell like crackers, but look like crackers. You see some other paraphernalia-like things that you would have no purpose of using, and you'd imagine they use in some other amusing, entertaining method. We can go with.
so
Probably hit like a mini
whoever's
jackpot.
rack these are, I'm gonna like make examples of them.
Okay. You do see two individuals in which would be assumed to be the owners of these items. If you were to inquire their names, it'd be Jeeve. That's a Jeeve. He makes it very clear to spell it out. He's like, "It's Jeeve, sir. Jeeve. No other way." And he seems to like be very tough, very, ready to take whatever punishment might come. And the other one's next to him is just like bumps him. He's like, it's Keck. I don't know how to spell. He just stares at you.
So it's just the two, huh?
There's other people, but those you assume it looks like they're the two that were really just feeling the pain as you discovered what was found.
Which
Okay, so
one was the one that I was intending to like
Jeeve.
achieve? Okay.
I was gonna
Now
say I
Jeeve
was
is a bit
actually gonna.
taller than Keck. It's kind of like a mice and man kind of vibe, but neither of them are the dummy.
Pretty funny because I was gonna smash the bottle on Izkek or whatever his name's head because he wasn't prepared for the punishment.
You got it. So you go to smash him in the head. Go ahead and give me a attack at advantage. He doesn't move. There's no flinching, but you still got him.
I'll just use my weapon, I guess. Yeah, or do you want me to do unarmed?
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing unarmed. Here, attack the one in front of you.
Alright, let me, I guess, just pick somebody, I guess. So.
Yeah, I'll move some people right there in front of you.
Oh, what? I failed.
Oh no.
You swing him. Amino, what do you do or say to because you're not sure which one he's going at. You just see him going at what you think
I
to
just
be
yell
the
out
one.
like "Oi!" Just like a loud, sudden like screech of a scream.
Alright. Well, maybe I
Throws you
got
off.
scared. So what is
It's
this?
kind of like when you
Con save?
honk right before
Oh.
like trying to
Yeah,
swing at a
okay.
golf ball.
Give me a concept. Give me a sleight of. Yeah, well, let's see whatever you rolled. Okay, concept. You catch yourself. You come across. He moves out of the way at this point because he just finds it amusing because of how slow you came coming in, and he's just like, ugh. Yeah, I think you're gonna tease someone like that. I get it. You're mad you found something. What do you want?
Rules are rules.
What rules? I didn't see nothing. I didn't sign a charter. Jeeves jumps in. Oh, this is partially true, sir.
Where is your leader?
Hey, Cook. Do we tell him it's him?
Mina would laugh visibly as she's walking up to
You're like
this.
Black Widow standing there amused at the Hulk and some other superhero
Yeah.
having a dumb conversation.
Well, nonetheless, there's only drinking 4 people, and your original boss before us
Oh,
did not decide it was you, so no contraband. in camp.
contraband in camp. So we're not thieves anymore. Well, that's new. Keck, we ain't thieves anymore. What? Then what are we? Hey, wait, what are we then? Bottle missers?
What did he say?
Bottle missers because you missed one.
Now I really want to swing at him again.
Everyone starts coming out. There's like a scene as Eric is put on the spot and does not have the answers that he did not need.
At this point, I feel like Mina would be close up to them and would just say, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can make whatever example you want out of this guy, but I'm gonna like kind of grab Jeeves with like both hands and just kind of try to start pulling him off to the side and say, I need to have a word with this guy real quick here."
Kick. I've been chosen. Yeah, you've been chosen to die. Bastard. He just looks back at you, Eric, and just leaves him.
And then I swing again.
Swing again. You swing again, going in. This one's a flat roll. You pull Jeeves aside. Let's see. Here comes Eric.
15 hit.
Misses.
What?
They have a pretty decent AC. He's swinging again. And he just stands and he's like,
Well, I'm like,
no wonder. You, are you the leader? Keck looks toward Jin. You look like you got a little glow to you. The last boss, he had a glow. His pipe.
oh, this pipe.
He just starts laughing, giving shit. He starts walking around. He's like, looks back to you, Eric. Keep the contraband. I get it. All right, mates. No more of that stuff. This time we get serious. He spits on the ground. Gets his dirty ass knife and cleans it for the very first time. He's like, oh, look, it's shiny. I do this more often. Starts walking off. Eric, Eric and Jim, give me an insight check. Roll you two as he starts just wandering toward wherever. While you guys are inciting him, wiggle as you can too if you wish, if you chose to be outside and witness all this. Mina, how do you start this conversation with Jeev?
I'm gonna pull him off to the side, like way the hell over here.
Okay.
And just say, "Hey,
ma'am.
Jeeves, right?
Yes.
So, that whole thing about no contraband, I just kind of do the little like hand across the neck thing, like nah, we don't have to worry about that really." And just say to him, "Look, I don't give a shit if you guys do that stuff. Just learn to not get caught, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But I did want to talk to you about a quick thing here. So, how good are you at so you can steal stuff, but how are you at observing things and like
Well, ma'am,
noticing the
before we
finer
steal things,
details of things?
we have to watch so we know where to steal and how to steal things. So I'd say I'm quite patient, ma'am. My steal rate is at high.
Can I incite him on that?
Yeah, you can incite him. I rarely fail. He seems like he's thought out. He doesn't sound like a dummy. He just seems like this is like his first time talking to management, the new management. So he's trying to like, I guess, find his place. You get the sense that when he says hi, he doesn't know what percentages are.
Sure.
But he clearly.
But like he's been pretty successful most of the time.
He definitely toots his horn.
Mm-hmm. So
and you also kind of look over him just real quick. He seems to be much cleaner than the others. Definitely easier to blend in with more of the sophisticated kind of the actual city of Hollow merchants. He could probably pull off change of clothes. You imagine that, just based off of your perception of this individual thus far, they seem to always look responsible, but have a motive. So maybe he had a way out of what was going to happen with Eric. Maybe he didn't, but he's very cool. He's very direct, very simple eye contact. He doesn't shiver, quiver. He's one of those kind of lie detector, false setters kind of people. At least from what you gathered.
And so Mina's gonna continue and just say, "Look, I've noticed you got some pretty good characteristics for doing espionage type work and finding out information and doing eavesdropping and that kind of more subtle art, for lack of a better term. And I feel like, well, that's great, but I mean, in a literal sense,
I know many artists literally, yes. I have quite the eye. I would not say I studied, but it is as if you knew I was quite educated. He's
And
totally
that's
not
kind of
reading
what.
you, but
Yeah,
at the same time, it's like on par.
yeah. Yes, that's all well and good, but I just mean the way you carry yourself. You carry yourself prim and proper and clean, and you have the qualities of being able to blend in with a crowd and all that good stuff that makes a spy extremely valuable. And I feel like we could get something really good going over here. If you could maybe just teach what you know, and I could try to teach you a couple of tricks too to just bump everybody up a level. And
May I speak freely, man?
yes,
What do you wish to accomplish with this meeting, ma'am?
I want you to head our uh, espionage division essentially and report directly to me with information that you are able to find throughout the city. That's
You have a
essentially
way
what.
of distant messaging. I will be more than happy to serve.
Um, that's a good question. I don't believe I do at the moment,
I
but
can acquire us a set of pigeons, ma'am.
that would be useful.
We have.
Trained
Can I hear this
pigeons.
or
Say it
no?
again. No, this is just their own little
Ah, damn.
thing at the moment.
So we do have a way of launching.
Yeah. um, trained pigeons would be
They do not need to be trained. Just a couple. You see that he's like a not a cut corner, but a very simplistic. If it works, it works. No point in
yeah.
complexities. The most
Right.
common of things is as it is, and as you say, as he says, he's quite observant. So you get the sense that as he speaks, it's almost like he already knows where like he's already running gears, running like
Mhm.
he's moving. He's already putting it together.
I think that would be lovely. Yeah, no, I think we could definitely get something interesting going over here. Um, but first, I should preface by saying, is this something you are interested in doing? Because
Ma'am,
while you do work for me, uh, if it's not something you want to do, I don't see the point in trying to force you into that.
if you give men a choice, we'll always choose to be against you. I will serve. Seems very serious.
I'll take the loyalty too.
Allow me to find some trustworthy others. And children, ma'am. They are the secret. He just walks
I
off.
would agree with that as he walks off and just just kind of like internally just have like an internal nod of approval
All right.
and then just kind of might like hang out there for a little while.
The rest of you guys, Jin, Wiggles, what did you roll? Wiggles. I
Wiggles
hear that.
was a 21 in chat.
Thank you. All right. So Eric and Wiggles are the only two that notice that Keck is absolutely high on some of the contraband in which you just found.
He's
As he's just
high?
kind of, yeah, he's so fucking high. Like like now that he's
super-
moving, he's just like, ooh, like he's like now the adrenaline is like flowing through him. Like after this encounter with you, he's like in his head, he's just like, I just got past that shit. He's like kind of like breaking into that weird smile, and he's like now he's doing like a shiver. But thank God to your roll. You turn around and what do you say, or what command do you drop on him?
Stop.
Okay. That will be a wisdom saving throw at advantage because he is so stoned.
He's so stoned.
Yes.
He just keeps going. He's like, he looks to Rolly like as if it was Rolly who spoke to him. You have a very wow. Why did my voice change? What the? You had a weird voice too. Don't you sound like a goblin? He's like now looking at you all dopey eyed. What do you illusion?
I'm just gonna make like rave lights on my like fingers.
You guys see him bobbing his head. Like he's in his head, he's raving. Just Eric. He is. This dude is just.
And I reach him and
Oh yeah,
tackle him.
easy enough. Absolutely. That is, I'll say you just tackle him freely, but give me a con check to see how well you go down. Like, see if you land on him or if you if you fall to the side, how you look going through.
That's an ability.
Yeah, yeah, just a straight con check. Or athletics if you prefer. I don't know. What are you better at? I'll give you that.
Are what?
Or
Athletics?
yeah, if that's something you're good at.
Yeah, I am good at athletics.
Yeah. Honor that. It's tackle. Sounds right. There you go. Yeah, you just fucking spear the shit out of this dude into the ground. He just like starts like, ooh. You guys probably get right to like this little damp area, and he like hits the water, and he's just like, the sea, roll like a salt. He's in another world. But what do you continue to do, Eric? As everyone's just like, oh.
Shoot. Let me see what I got in my inventory. He's got to be made an example of.
You look for torturing tools.
Well, no. Okay. Do we have any like rope around
Easy
this
enough.
area?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to string him up by his
Okay.
ankles and.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say by his neck.
Hang
I
on.
was like,
Yeah,
oh, no.
his ankles and hanging.
Okay, so do you just string him up by his ankles and then like call some of the crew to come and grab him, or do you do all the work?
No, I'm gonna like hang him up over a tree, like so he's just hanging
Okay.
dangling.
Got it. Which tree would you like to hang him by?
I don't know. I guess over here, probably. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Easy
Cool.
enough, right?
All right, we'll say we put him about 15 feet up. It'll probably take some time before the blood gets past the
And
blocking of the
I'll
drugs.
just put some signage saying that this is what happens when you use contraband in camp.
All right. Everyone's just like, whoa, man, Keg, you okay? He's just like, ooh. Like he's just all fucked up as, blood is slowly going to the opposite end of him. As such, anything else you guys wish to accomplish or address before declaring depart?
To find an apothecary, I would like to grow plants before we leave.
So you do? Didn't you already do plant growth and like grow plants? Like there's a whole garden that you did achieve.
Yeah, but I would like to grow poison specifically.
Gotcha. You willing to drop 250 gold?
If I have that much, I don't mind.
I
the
believe.
richest player, Wiggles.
I don't believe it's a problem.
He's got enough.
So we will deduct 250 gold from Wiggles as he looks into his purse and like
the old Bitcoin
looks at
account
the.
that he's got sitting there. He's got like 4 Bitcoins just sitting there.
He's got 20,000 palladium.
This guy is going to look and pass over what looks to be a platinum coin, and the merchant goes, Mind you, I'd assume Wiggles, you do this alone unless you invite anybody. Do you invite anyone?
I always invite everyone.
Okay,
for
well,
the
who would go
spider
with
event.
Wiggles?
Where's Wiggles?
He's going to go to an apothecary.
Plant shopping.
Yeah.
No,
Between his 4 days.
I think I'm too busy making sure these people
All right.
learn this example.
All right. Mina or Jin?
Honestly, Jin's enjoying the show.
You got it.
Eric.
It's same. I'll just watch
All
this.
right.
Yeah, I'm
Wiggles.
doing a whole concert here. Like,
You got it. Wiggles, you head off. You find an apothecary. You get offered a handful of seeds to start your own little basic poison plant growth kit, so to speak. They say for 250 gold, I'll give you all necessities. But you can't tell them that you came here, or else I'll acquire insurances. You simple enough go to pay up, and as you do, they look at you and they go, Electra. Who did you say you are again?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. I'll add it to the registry. This will cover you for perhaps another visit. And she takes 2 coins across the table, drops them into a little drawer and closes the drawer, and you see her scribble sprinkles into a ledger. And you leave.
bought a gift card.
to remember I'm Sprinkles.
Yeah, you bought a gift card with a fake name. Good job.
So,
Good thing there's no IDs, huh?
all right. Who's to say? As such, you get back and you begin growing a basic common poison plants like IVs, etc. That cause basic sense illnesses like deafening and blinding.
Oh, I can live with that.
Say that again.
I can live with that. I was
All
looking
right.
for wyvern poison, but that's expensive.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a little out of reach at the moment, but it's a good base. With that,
I like that.
you are a little far from your mic, by the way.
Do I have Sprinkles with me?
Sure.
He's like so quiet.
Get
He is
closer to your
so
mic.
quiet,
It is.
yeah.
It sounds like
It's
you're
like
trying to
barely
smother
audible.
yourself.
I
And
guess I could turn him up.
then-
I could turn him up to like 200%, but
yeah,
sometimes he comes through
probably
good.
turn them up. Yeah, and
How's
I don't
that?
want
That's
there
better.
we
That's
go.
much
I don't
better.
want my
There we go.
ears to
Fixed it.
blow up. So
Okay, I understand.
All right. So, yeah,
Trying
Sprinkles
not to
would be
wake
with
my
you.
kid.
No worries. So, would you want Sprinkles to do? See, now I'm mixing you guys up.
Nothing. I just wanted to know Sprinkles was with me.
You got it.
Don't
With that,
upset the base.
anything else you guys declare? You guys have seen a 30% attitude improvement in the past 4 days with the crew. They are slowly detoxing and readjusting to the lack of constant booze highs. So there is a reform in motion. Congratulations. Anything else you guys want to clarify, declare, ask?
Who's gonna watch over my plants?
Got it.
Hector,
As you
yeah.
guys. Huh? Oh, I mean, you leaving him there to die?
No.
Okay. At some point, they would have cut him down.
Yeah.
You would have saw people if you guys forgot. They would have came down and not put him down and
Cut him
just.
down before we left.
You would cut him down, and some dudes take him, and they're just like, "Oh, Keck, man, this is worse than the shoe," and they just kind of scuttle him away to care for him. So, you guys prepare to depart. Any warnings, declarations, or comments you'd like to make, Rolly, before you send everyone to the best place on Earth, Goblin, Florida?
Oh shit.
That's literally what I called it. I couldn't think of anything. I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave it.
That is
Amazing.
Afraid.
No last words, Rolly?
Oh, I was gonna say I have
Go
my
for it.
synth all hooked up, so I could jam us out there if you want to.
Go for it. All right.
Uh,
Rolly prepares a
so I'm
jamming
gonna
moment.
start preparing the spell, and
You
you'll
got
hear
it.
him like playing a
Wait,
song while he does it.
He's
Alright.
taking us to Florida, and that's the opposite direction where we're going?
Goblin, Florida.
Goblin, Florida is located in the Smoldering Stocks, the desert, in which is his
Oh, I know,
homeland.
but it's like showing
Oh,
the
yeah.
hollow. It's in
Where?
the center, and we're going to sea.
Oh, you guys are the Hollow, like the Hollow crew. You guys don't have a name.
Oh, that's just
Sorry.
that's
That's
just
SOS.
our name. Okay. I was like, God, that sounds like a terrible.
It really gets down to business as you guys jump into the portal one at a time. Who would go first? Rolly being last.
Eric.
First.
They suggest Eric goes first, or was that Eric himself? I couldn't tell.
Eric said
Eric.
Eric.
All right. Eric goes in. Poof, gone. Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right. You go next.
Ina will follow after Jin.
Nina goes in. Boom. Gone. Wiggles. You go in. Gone. Yaron turns to you, Rolly, before stepping in. He goes, Rolly. Remember the enemies we left behind. Do you think they'll be there waiting? I don't know if Rolly can talk and at the same time. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Probably.
Well then, let's hope
He's
these
gonna be
powers
alive
come back.
long.
he goes through. You follow Rolly. You guys all appear and just hear a lot in Rolly's voice as you all appear in a nice, soft, rugged interior. And you all hear a handful of loud, continuous, odd vibrational purrs and as you guys start looking around and immediately smell feline everywhere.
A what?
You guys all smell a bunch of feline.
Cats?
As you look around, you hear cats. You see cats everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just littered with them. You guys are free to move. Rolly, you appear in a location in which is known to be a communal meeting. You know, like those hookah lounges and those not so far away places. Something similar, but they burn spices and other types of smokes. Using salts usually that come out of the geodes deep beneath the ground. This is a SOS hideout that is found not necessarily near anything within the Smoldering stocks, but nonetheless a safe haven. It is the house or palace of 1,000 cats.
How do you get out of here?
Welcome to Cat Palace.
Rolly, this place is amazing.
Right?
More like a maze.
Yeah, all the SOS bases are like that. They're kind of cryptic. Don't worry, I've been here a bunch. I know the way out.
Are these stairs?
Give me an intelligence check. They are stairs that lead down what to looks like a footpath, like a
Down?
spa, like a little. It's like a little footpath.
I don't want to.
I would try and show them around. Like if
Yeah.
I've been here before, I would try and show them
You
where
get
some
that
cool
there's
stuff is.
a master room, a guest room, a massage group room, a like a little kitchen where they have like cheeses and breads. This is a foot spa room and then a heated stone room. You know that there is two ways out of the building, and immediately there's a false image here, and there is a lock secured grand door here. The front entrance is technically here, but this door is locked from the inside for the purposes of only an insider can unlock it with the understanding keys, which you would understand. But you'd give them the grand tour first off, and this is obviously a safety feature to prevent anyone from getting inside while it is vacant. So you guys leave immediately, or do you guys stay within the compound briefly as any discussions begin? And there's cats everywhere, though. There's no privacy. There is a cat in every possible corner you can imagine.
It's gonna be way too fucking hot to go up here in the day. So might as well wait till it gets nighttime here.
How
Is
do
there
you
anything
guys
here
all?
we should take?
Are there any orange tabbies around?
Oh, tons.
Oh,
There's some Siamese. There's some real ugly brown ones. There's like 20 hairless ones, all like in a puddle. It's very interesting. There's like an entire community of just
Russian blues.
as you look out the rooms and the windows, Eric and others, you see that there's just a what looks to be small oasis right outside, whether man-made or natural is unknown, and two massive statues outside to assumably the front. From the back, it looks like a winged creature. You could assume what they look like, but I won't spoil or surprise.
What's up with these? Those
You
look like
see
one of
what
my
looks to
favorite
be
foods.
enlarged Venus flytraps. They seem to, they are not necessarily Venus flytrap size. They are much bigger, and they are not men. Like, they're not harmful to men, but they do eat typical juraboas and other little rodents of the desert.
Cats.
Surprisingly, not any that are inside, or at least they never go outside. Who knows? Jen, you were asking if there was anything you had to take from this place?
Anything useful we can take with us on our journey?
Really, these places are usually 100% prepared for hospitality here. If there's any sense of things to go, it wouldn't necessarily be lying around because they wouldn't want it to be easily accessible. However, out here, resources are a bit different. Though the home is beautiful and safe, anything taken out will quickly spoil due to the heat and the temperatures. But there could potentially be some camels out front that may require a couple handling checks, as it's been some time since you've been camelback riding. And I don't think any of your party has ever ridden a camel either. But there's a chance that there could be some camels. You can choose to open the front door anytime, Rolly, as you would know how, if you wish to, which would be here.
Yeah. I would ask if
You guys want to chill here for a bit or head on out?
We said it was hot, so I'd rather chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
agree.
can step right
how hot
outside
does
of
it
it
get in
just to
this
get an
desert?
idea. Yeah, you guys can step outside
is it
just to get an
possible
example.
that we can travel during the day? Is it like, or
It
is it too hot?
it is possible. It will require a constitution check every every 4 miles, basically. So every 2 hexes you guys travel, it will require a con check just because of the heat rays and stuff. Not so much that you're dehydrated, but just because of the bearing weather upon the person. And then there's always a chance of rough weather.
Even with our like sunshade clothing that we
that's just that gives
even
you guys
that,
that protects you
that'll
for the
prevent,
idea of being
otherwise it'd
stranded
be
out
like
there.
every mile.
It's a taxing lifestyle out here. Imagine the goblins roll like Jawas, just without super high tech stuff. Most of their shit doesn't work, and it leaves really long tracks, so you can literally follow stuff for like ever. Like if you wanted to follow tracks somewhere to another place. Eric, you see a cat upon the lights just jump down and curl up around your leg, and then you see it just reach its hand under and scratch out what looks to be a key from beneath the door.
I go grab it.
Get up. You open the door and you step inside. It looks to be a relaxing massage room of sorts. It looks like it can house about 4 people and has a scrubbing station and other little incense lightings, etc. Give me a perception, or I mean, depending, are you just looking in the room, or are you like actively looking for something, or are you just kind of vibing?
I'm just checking out this old
Give me a
place.
perception check. Let's see. Very nice. You find 10 pieces of incense in the sense of material components, etc.
I guess I'll take them.
And they're pretty high grade. Like these are like rare incense for like pretty hefty stuff. You'd imagine that the stuff that they cast here is purposeful and not rudimentary. This is a very, very nice home in all of your guys' eyes.
Good. I will take them.
You guys come to a lingering evening in relaxing state. I think it's dark enough outside to feel like the weather should be generally safe. And with that, you also hear the noise of camels outside. It would seem as if a few may be available. People wish to do. You guys are just quiet, and you guys are just in awe
You guys find some
of
camels?
how beautiful this place is.
That's a key
Follow
back.
Rolly.
Is Rolly going outside?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I guess if
I'll
it's-
follow
if it's-
Jin and Rolly.
Yeah, it's nighttime now.
Got a wall.
Or
let's
the
go.
sun has come down.
Can't.
There's like literally
It is
doors on the right
locked.
and left. You guys just think they're windows. God, dude.
I would wait for everybody to leave, and then I would lock the door like behind us.
No, that one's literally, this one's not. It's this one that they're going through.
I thought we weren't allowed to go through the front door.
No, Rolly opened it. He didn't say it otherwise.
Oh, okay.
You just
No, you guys
walk
can. You just can't come in from the other side. Like you can exit out. You just can't enter that way. It's a thing. So as you guys exit, you see that there is camel right out front. And okay. So the way this works is the camels can take 2 people. I'll allow all you guys if you can acquire all 3 camels. For every camel you guys acquire, you guys can travel 1 extra mile. So if you acquire all 3 camels, which are present on the map, then you can travel 3 extra miles for every hex. Meaning you can travel basically 2 hexes every travel. It requires an animal handling check from 1 player that is trying to bond with that camel to get them to
Who
trust
here's
them.
good with camels?
None of them have
It's not
encountered
like
camels.
it's really like kind of just eyes one of them.
Yeah,
I
one's like, I've always
I don't
scared
have
them.
like I don't have proficiency, but I have like
I don't
good
either.
enough
Don't look at
wis-
me.
I have
Isn't
good
Wiggle,
enough
isn't Wiggles
wisdom that
our
maybe I
resident?
can.
I would guess
the
Wiggles.
resident animal. Yeah, isn't he the
Yeah.
resident animal wrangler?
My passive animal handling is
Also have a +2.
15.
Nope,
Jesus.
no passive. It's a physical. It's a physical
Pass
aspect.
my ass.
Yeah, I guess I
Hey,
have a
Rolly,
+2. Okay.
what do these things eat?
Out here, anything,
Get a
but they're like
19.
goats.
Yeah, really, you're fucking anything. I don't know.
A 19 Wiggles approaches the first camel and with ease just gets it to trust him. He got 1 camel and he can take 1 additional
Oh, I
rider.
posted a photo. You should read it. It kind of
You
confuses me if I'm honest.
posted a photo.
Starting at 8th level, moving to non-magical difficult shank. Okay.
What's
Cool.
what's the
Okay, so
confusing?
it's
What's confusing about it?
I wasn't sure if it
Difficult.
applied only to plants.
Oh,
that's also it's speaking non-specifically toward plants. But are you like saying like the sand is, or in general, like the terrain itself? If it was difficult, you'd have no difficulty.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to double check.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
And I mean
honestly,
that's
with
really
a
good
neat
against
ability.
like growth and things like that. So that's pretty good. All right, I'll keep that in mind moving forward. So Wiggles manages to handle a camel. Who do you offer to ride with you, Wiggles?
Amina.
Mina?
all right. Go,
Mina's like,
Wiggles.
laters. So it comes down to
I was gonna try and bribe
Eric.
the other camel with like some food, but
Jin
fuck, if I don't
and
have to do
Rolly,
any
because
work,
Gowron's
sure.
not going to try it all.
You got chosen.
Eric, are you trying?
Assist Eric.
I guess.
All right. Here you do. You approach.
Yeah, Gowron and I would be trying to
Oh,
tame one of
easy
them.
enough. Off to the side, you showed no secrets. Who do you call for? Gowron sees that you got one. He's like, Eric.
Yeah,
one of
Gowron
mine
could
does,
come
buddy.
with me. Yeah.
As Rolly, you turn around to look for Gowron for help. His ass is gone, and you see Eric and Gowron coming around on a camel.
It's me and Jin have to wrangle a camel.
I guess so.
All right.
Let's go
Well, I
try.
can.
I was gonna say, don't you have half proficiency?
Yeah, I was gonna
Bard,
say. But I could give him
I'll
Bardic
assist you.
and assist him.
You want to do that? I mean, shit.
But you have like at least a plus like how like I'd ask.
Ask you, like, how confident are you if I
He's
give
got
you some
he's
help?
got
You can do
0
this.
plus to his freaking. He has no wisdom.
Still, it's a pretty good advantage plus a Bardic. I'm gonna try and help you do it. I'm gonna make
Okay.
Jin do it, but I'm gonna coax the camel with some like lullaby song and try and like help him along.
Give me
And I'll give him Bardic
performance.
inspiration.
And I'll give him. Give me a performance, and I'll weigh the DC.
Oh, you get to roll it. It's yours. You get to add D8 if you want. You want me to do a performance?
No. I mean, because
Alright.
it might be unsettling music to a camel. No? Okay, pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so I'll lower the DC by a nudge. Continue. Jin with the Bardic, which is a D8.
I get advantage because he's assisting me.
No.
Yeah.
The performance is just lowering the
So-
DC. No,
Oh, I
that's
thought
why
I
I
was
was
gonna
letting you do
help
the
him.
performance. Oh, you wanted to help him directly. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to
Then
take
yeah, I'll
the
give you the
help
advantage.
action.
Fair point. Okay, got it.
Just roll one more time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And the
You
DA.
Nice.
see the camel
Right.
go kind of like relaxed, and then Jen approaches. The camel like gets ready to spit, and swallows. You manage to get close enough and pull the reins in, and it follows you with ease. Congratulations, squad! You guys have acquired yourselves camels. Oof.
Successfully
You get to
got
I
keep. You
really
get to
thought
keep the
something was gonna
marking
go
then.
south. I was like, someone's gonna
It
lose a
doesn't have a
camel.
time limit on it. I just checked. That's pretty cool.
Nice. All right, so you guys get the camel boom. Boom! Look at that. Camel activated. As long as the camel is present on the scene, you guys get bonuses. This is gonna be camel +3 because you guys get boom, +3 miles. Bam.
animal handling motherfuckers.
Congratulations, guys! Look at that. Your first boon in the smoldering stocks. Off to a great start out here. Survival is definitely going to be easy. So, with that, every single hex is. So, you guys can move technically. Every hex, you guys move an additional 3 miles past that. So, it'd be like 5. So, you guys will technically. Fuck it. I'll honor you guys 3 tiles every time you guys choose to move now. So, it hastens your speed quite a bit because you guys aren't using any of your energy to travel. You guys just have to survive any elements and encounters that you guys may or may not come across. Where do you want to go?
I just realized when you started bringing up boons.
Huh?
I don't have my boon from Aura. Is that his name? Aura?
Oh, aura?
Mm.
What do you mean you don't have it? Oh, like you know it, but it's not present?
Yeah, you gave me a
Gotcha.
boon
Yeah.
for
I'll pop it in there.
being so
Uh,
badass, you know.
Yes, sir. I will adjust that. Wait. It is dark. Where do you, are you guys going straight to the marker? Or are you doing sightseeing? Really
We're
want to
going
show
through
you
the
guys where you
desert.
grew up.
I think we're just kind of following Rolly at this point. Like,
Yeah, I would point us in the right direction.
we don't know this.
Kind of have the map out while we're riding to make sure we're like going past known checkpoints that maybe I've seen before.
Okay,
I
so
might
do
have
you want to
not
go
been
just
on.
straight across, or do you like want to go to a point of interest on the way?
Is there anything
We go
in
to points of
between?
interest to avoid getting lost.
There's a point of interest, yes, south. Oh, and yes. So Rolly can easily provide a visit. Let me put the map in there for you. Hold on 1 second. Rolly, actually, could you share the map in the Discord real quick so that they can, so that he could see it, and then the party technically can have access to. 2 seconds. Now that it's been shared.
Yeah.
Yep, boom. So if you could see that, good sir, you would understand those landmarks. On 3, ignore that little picture though. That was the first
Anything?
version.
I need more power.
Say what?
I said I can't pin anything.
Oh, no, it doesn't let you. Let me see.
Nope, I got no power here.
Oh, and you guys are all about to get booted. You guys are all trusted. I don't know why I can't. Let me see. What can a trusted person do? Canvas pings. Wait, it doesn't let you ping? Are you guys doing it?
No, pin.
Oh, pin. Token settings,
Um,
journal entries, map
Map.
notes. Yeah, map notes. Yeah, you can.
In Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Oh, you didn't say that.
We put a map, but I wanted to pin it in the channel.
I thought that you bad thing. Gotcha. That's weird. Huh? Surprise. Okay, I'll fix that too. Boom, I'll pin it for you though. Well, I restored everyone's foundry in case you guys needed a refresh. Or at least I restarted mine. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes it does, it doesn't. So, I have you guys move across 6 miles with ease in the dark. Who wants to be responsible for survival check?
Oh, jeez. I mean, Again, I mean, I've got +5, but I don't know if that's good enough for
What about
survival.
Wiggles?
Wiggles? Yeah, Wiggles. What you
He's
Wiggles
a
got it.
ranger.
Wiggles is
He should
pretty
have
good at this kind of shit. He's outdoorsy.
I have a +2. That's sad.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm
shit.
just as good as you are, then.
So I guess I am the one with the most survival
Yeah,
sackiness.
absolutely.
That's
All for
rough.
it.
Feels bad. So I have to survival check now?
Yes. So the light radius is the range in which is considered within vision at night, based off of any kind of light source that may or may not appear within range, based off your guys' checks. And
Okay.
Could be worse.
Flowers.
you see glistening ahead what looks to be as if perhaps there's just maybe water, a puddle, or an oasis.
What do you see?
Water puddle or an oasis?
Really?
About
Oh,
300
yeah.
or so feet.
That's kind of strange.
300 or
Would
so?
I know of like an oasis in this area, or have heard of
Now,
one?
times have changed since you've been gone. This desert is quite
True.
frequent in change, but per your map, there is no oasis here. Or else there'd be a palm tree, a bush, any kind of life.
Yeah, it's
There's
not on
none.
the map. Well, I mean, listen, I haven't been back here in a long time. Why don't we go check it out?
Worst
You
case
guys
scenario, we
continue?
just refill or bet. I mean, yeah, we just refill our water skins, right?
Camels would probably like to drink too.
And it's still a big tree. uh, yeah, it's whatever. Even I agree. Yep, I agree.
All right. For some reason, your
face
vision
now or
doesn't work.
something.
You don't have dark vision? Do you have dark vision,
I do.
Eric?
No.
Everybody but Eric.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. It just make any sense. Like he's even like a weird race.
I mean, at the end of the day,
It's even a weird race.
I literally have. I mean, I can literally cast light as a cantrip. So I mean, like,
Oh, I guess. And are you doing that?
I mean,
So it's up to you guys. Now, do you guys do that before or after arriving at
y'all
the
let me
oasis?
know if it's like a bad idea. There, Rolly, in the middle of the night casting light.
Probably.
I mean,
There's definitely dudes out here that are gonna shank you or try and kill you or rob you or
I mean, they
you
will
know, or
see
just
us.
some like earth elementals are out here and you know, there's always these like crazy failed experiments of that, so that's kind of like
They will
dumped out here.
see us all, though, not just gank me.
True. I mean, you're on the camel, you don't need to see anything.
I guess I don't need to see anything.
Do we want
I
to
don't think
stealth
that's how
spell?
that works, but you know.
It's a desert. What's there to see?
Do we want to stealth spell?
I definitely cast
Be
light.
useful.
I don't trust this.
So you do
I'm gonna
cast
grab a
light?
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. 1 second. So let me fix
Yeah,
that.
I'm
What's
glad I'm not on his camel.
what is light?
It is you touch an object no larger than 10 feet, blah, blah, blah. You get bright light in 20-foot radius and dim light for 20 feet. An additional 20 feet.
Got it. Boom. There you go. As your light pierces the
My camels.
area before you. Here, sorry, I was moving the camels.
I guess it's like
Hold on, let me
it's
get
got
you
a.
guys.
Does it have a
Huh?
bit in its mouth?
Yeah,
I'll boop its bit.
you got it.
So how far can we see with the dark vision then? Is that 60 feet past the dim light, or how does that work?
Yes, so your dark vision
Okay, so we
is from
essentially
your
have
point.
100
It's not
feet.
from the origin. It's not from the when the light breaks. It's from your point of origin.
Okay.
I could see 120 feet.
So you could see past it. It's just much darker. If that makes like on yours, it's very purple. Or I don't know if you see it as such, but
Oh, he's got devil's sight.
Yeah, I see very far.
Normally.
But what were you trying to get at? Mina, is there something specific that you
No,
wanted to
just
talk
like
about?
just mechanically, like how far like we can.
Just
Yeah,
so-
how
just so
far
we
does
know.
our dark
Yeah.
vision takes
Gotcha.
us? Yeah.
So I have them pretty dialed in on the Foundry. So as such, from my like I said, my point of view, I think your vision is pretty good, and it's still pretty far. If you look in the minuscule of the shadows, there is still details that you do have vision to. That's a pretty good grayscale on the V10.
I have.
So you should still see about yours would be technically 120 feet, Mina, for your total math. But yours is dark vision, where Jin's is different. So yeah, it's a much different view of 120 feet, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So you guys are paired with your camels. You guys all have control of all three camels. So if you want to move your camels with your little token or off to the side, just kind of like tag it wherever, by all means, to help me out. Otherwise, you guys arrive,
There's the
and there's an oasis just ahead. It's just ahead of you. It is confirmed by your allies if they choose to tell you.
I see it.
Do I hear anything like aside from the noise that our group is making? Like, is there any other
You hear
external sounds?
crickets. You see like birds in the air, but not like predatory, like little birds, etc. Basic things. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'll do this.
You do devil sight, or what were you saying? Oh, sorry.
See.
So Jin
Yeah,
does
just
devil
look
sight.
around, do like a
You
quick
got it.
scan.
That's not bad.
That's bad.
You hear like a little clickety clackety kind of tapping noise. And it kind of echoes around as if it's present all around, but not advancing, just kind of constant.
I'd point that out. I'd be like, "Hey guys, listen to that. Do you hear that?
Eventually, you guys all do pick up on the tune or the sound.
Is it coming from like a particular direction, or is it just kind of
It's
all around
surrounding
us?"
you. It kind of echoes based
Okay.
off of the mountain range, but you do notice that there's different pods. Like it doesn't sound like it's like coming from one thing. It's like different groups of things, kind of like crickets.
Okay.
But
Sure.
because the crickets are chirping, the chirping's rising. Where this is more like an echo, like it's hitting the ground and bouncing off the walls and then bouncing around further based off of wherever it expels to.
Okay.
Rolly, give me an insight check.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You get a
Let's
feeling that these are
go.
probably scorpions, and this is probably a scorpion nesting ground due to the fact that there's water nearby, which is weird, but scorpions do like this shit, and they're active at night. They're not small.
Yeah, this
At
looks
least
like
not to
a
you.
big
They're as
ass,
big as you or bigger.
big scorpion nest up ahead. That's kind of what it feels like to me. They're pretty poisonous out here. I don't know if we should fuck with these things.
I could just tell them to be gone.
I don't think
Would
they
they
speak
listen to you
common.
though?
Yeah, I mean, I've got
They speak
speech of
scorpion.
beast and leaf. Yeah, I can communicate. Although
They
not
speak
understood,
scorpion.
beasts and plants have
God damn, that's
advantage
awesome.
charisma checks to influence them. So Yeah, I can't understand them, but I can speak to them and get them to do things for me.
Could you have them write something down? And I could cast comprehend languages, and we could make a scorpion book.
You should let me milk them for poison.
Milk them. I don't think
There's
you
something
milk
just
poison.
viscerally wrong about milking a scorpion. I love it. Oh
I've
my
got
God.
nipples wiggles. Can you milk me? I mean, so it's up to y'all if you want to move closer. I mean, we could try to see what's there, and I could try to tell the scorpions to fuck off for a bit
It's
while
worth
we're
1,000 gold pieces.
What's worth 1,000 gold pieces? Milking scorpions.
Giant scorpion venom.
I didn't know this.
I guess I
Scorpions
can
are-
also tell the scorpions to let us milk them.
Wiggles is a known individual in the exotic trade. He's just never had the
We're gonna
privilege of
seduce the scorpions.
getting into it himself.
These are all things I could try to do.
Want to try that one? I'm not on your camel, so I'm safe.
So
Last
what do
time
you
we
guys
tried
choose
to
to do?
seduce some insects, it didn't go so well.
Well, it's also because I forgot I had speech of beast and like
Like, oh yeah, by the way, you know.
I found that out
Just walk us through
after
that.
I messed it all up. So, where's the scorpions?
Eric, your vision is quite varying, though others
Oh,
can
I
point
guess I'll
things out.
cast light on myself now. So
It,
now mine's
I think it is on you.
oh,
Put it
okay.
on you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured. Common sense.
Then I would eventually switch it to me. I'm gonna keep walking until I see scorpions.
Mhm. Does
Is my
anyone
fan
speak to?
annoying
Does
you guys?
anyone? No, I don't hear it at all. Does anyone tell
Okay.
Eric where the scorpions are? Because I know some of you can see it.
I mean, I'd point it out to him.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, like help him out. He's just walking around
Yeah,
all
like,
blind,
bro.
like scorpion.
Walking
I'm gonna
5 feet
start
at a
ritual- I'm
time,
gonna start
trying to find
ritual casting.
scorpions.
Go this way, bro. This direction.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, can I get through here? There we go. Oh,
You
scorpion.
immediately see just 2 scorpions.
I try to talk to him now.
What are you trying to say? Be quick.
Oh, friends, we come in peace. We're hoping that you may let us pass, and if you feel like it, lend us some poison without giving it to us lethally.
Give me a persuasion check.
Just like food.
Oh. Very impressive. You see this one just doing like all kinds of communication with the little one and the little one, which is not very little, but littler, walks up to you and presents its stinger.
Okay.
The other one watches as if to be sure no foul play. Do you continue this?
Yeah.
They would require a medicine check.
Medicine check.
And what are you using to capture such said
That's
venom?
what I'm looking at right now.
You guys see literally a scorpion just present itself to be milked to Eric. Like, this is just unbelievable.
I mean, I guess I should technically have like empty bottles from
Like a
healing
water
potions
skin,
I've
at
Do you have any
used, right?
kits or anything? I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, I'm saying
I'm
I've
just
drank
asking you.
healing potions, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, do you keep the glass or do you? You're the kind of guy that litters. I don't know.
I won't. I'm not a litterer.
I don't know. You guys never declare.
He's the dude who mends everything he sees. Like,
That's true. That's true. That is a
So
very
I
valid
would
point.
use one of those.
He's always men the most in any campaign. Easy now. Okay. Okay, give me a medicine check. Let's see. Well,
Oh, that's bad.
Ooh.
You see the scorpion just kind of like it was not the handiest of hands, but it gives you probably maybe an ounce and scuttles backwards.
Thank you.
They both back away. Go into the dark. Everyone else is on their camels watching you. Now,
We see him do this?
yeah, I mean, he has a light cast on him. If you can't see him do
that's
this, I'd be
true.
shocked.
That was fucking awesome. Holy shit. I can't believe that worked.
Wiggles, you're briefly disappointed because it's very little, but it's something.
I'm excited. I was expecting that to go very bad.
They seem very friendly.
It's a really cool trick. Too bad you didn't do that when the spiders were attacking us.
Yes, I was a bit tongue-tied.
He had not yet found himself. Here in the nature.
Hadn't read his whole character sheet.
He's like, I was in the city. I didn't think about these things in the city. Different lifestyle.
Can I add
Rolly
one pile of
learns,
poison
Rolly
to my
learns
inventory?
tricks like all the time, so he thinks maybe you learned how to do it like recently, before.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I guess I would trade him that and give it to him.
Okay.
Like I have
You
no
got it.
real use for it. He said he wanted it, so I got some.
You got it. Give him to Wiggles. Boom. Wiggles, you have acquired 1 ounce of scorpion venom. So far. Where do you guys continue your travels?
Oh, I mean, I guess we could go look at the actual species. Yeah.
Yeah, is there any water?
You see Eric squeeze through some rocks and you just see this beautiful, just very, very deep oasis, probably about 15 feet, which is quite impressive here in the desert. But you can see with the tall mountain, this range around it, it keeps the precipitation while hidden and well preserved. It's probably gone down about 40 inches since its existence, based off of what you can see, really.
Okay. So it's been here a while, is
Correct.
what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
more recent than you'd have seen. Like it wasn't here when you were last year. But
Right.
that's telling you how much has changed, I guess.
Hey, Elrond, did you say you thought that maybe our water friend was gonna be here? That's kind of interesting. I just find water in the desert.
This
Galra, be careful with that
is
camel. Don't let it go into the water.
he just goes into the water. And then you see Charon just jump off.
But he just like submerged our
Dives
camel.
in. No, the camel's still the camel. He finds the camel's like kind of swimming, and then it kind of brings itself back up. It's probably about like ankle length in the water as there's like a big stone there, and then you see Gowron dive into what looks to be a deeper part in a little darkened corner there. Does anyone choose to follow or just look? Jin, you would have a perception at flat roll because of your medical sight. The rest of you would have a perception at disadvantage if you choose to try to counter out what's happening.
Yeah, I would try
Sure,
and
I'll
like
try and look,
see
Disadvantage.
what he's doing. Yeah, I don't think I'll follow him, but I'll look. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go in too, but I'm interested.
I would sink.
Man, something is on fire right now. Why do you have a disadvantage, man?
I thought you said it was a disadvantage.
No, I was advantage for, or sorry.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
you
it was
said
a
that's
disadvantage. You're right, 100%.
Yeah,
It is a
disadvantage,
disadvantage.
yeah.
You're right. I don't. I see. You're the only one that did it.
I did it.
Because
I
you
did
said Jen
disadvantage.
didn't need it.
I said Jen didn't need it, but Eric needed it.
It's a
I
flat
didn't
roll.
roll.
Oh,
I
damn!
can't.
Your
I can't
persuasion
see
on the top.
past.
Never
I
mind. I
can't
already.
see
Sorry.
past
I was
20
looking at
feet.
your 24. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't look at it. There we go. Makes sense. Sorry.
There's no way I'm gonna see where he went.
Okay. Me and roll. Damn, that's really good for all these stuff. Roly and Jin see that there's something glistening deep down there, kind of like buried underneath the soil. As you
I rolled a
see,
22.
beautiful. You too see something shiny. Ooh, Wiggles, you see something shiny. You love shiny.
We all know I'm going after
As
it.
you anticipated. Do you go in? Do you go in the pool also? Do you make it a race, Wiggles? Because I'm okay with that if you wish to. Do you want
Yeah,
to race?
I'm really
Okay.
going for it.
All right. Wiggles dives in. Give me I'd say acrobatics.
I don't know, probably be athletic.
$18.
Oh no, Gowron, he's drowning.
Garon gets
Oh,
caught by like by like a weird kind of algae growth below on his leg, and it just gets tangled. And he's just he's trying to untangle himself as Wiggles just dolphins by. Do you stop to help him, Wiggles, or do you continue to
If I
be
see him
shiny?
struggling, I stop to help.
You see him struggling. Let me see. Yeah, you got a +3 to con. You're good. You're holding your breath. He's good. He is a 4. You easily help him. He like head nods toward the shiny and push and immediately heads back to the surface to assumably reset and catch his breath. As you guys see Gowron break the surface. Wiggles.
What
Do
do
you
you see
continue
down
to the
there,
shiny?
Gowron?
I catch my breath and then I go again.
Oh, so you pop back up also? You don't have
Yeah,
to.
I want to be safe.
Okay. You pop back up also. You guys hear Gowron speaking. Oh, he's like seems confused, and then he's like, "Zombie." He takes a deep breath, wiggles. Both of you, give me a dex check. Just a dexterity, just straight ability check.
A dex save or a dex check?
Just a dex check.
You really think it's him? That'd be really weird.
I rolled a 1.
All right, Gowron pushes past you this time as you guys both dive down. You're not even sure what's going on, Wiggles. You just saw shiny, and then you didn't, as the dirt from the below or the sand from below brushes up into like a little whirlpool tornado as Gowron blows past you, and then you see him. You see this what looks to be jar like item in his hand as he paddles back to the surface. Rolly, son of a bitch, it's Jambi. And he looks like he's sleeping. Would you like to describe Jambi to us?
Sure.
Wiggles and Gowron are assumably with the camel heading back toward you guys.
So I wrote this character sort of as a take on the Pee Wee Herman character. It's like a floating
Johnny.
head, basically.
I was like, that name sounds so familiar to me, and you finally said it,
He's
and I was like, oh, jeez.
He's like the stereotypical like genie that like, but he's
Mecca
very
high,
powerful.
Mecca hiney ho.
Yeah, exactly. He's the water genie.
Genie, huh?
Then,
Yeah, well, we met him in well, I
go
guess
ahead. Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
as early.
Yeah, we met this guy with there's a fish. He was one of the performer I was touring with. Mackerel Moore. He's a pretty cool guy.
It was during their
he's
tour
really
all
cool.
dried up.
Yeah.
But we met this genie. We pulled him out of the ocean with him. He was shipwrecked. This guy saved him, I guess. And he kind of just pops up at random places sometimes. He's really powerful. It's
Jin,
weird that he's here.
give me a history check. Jesus. It's your clue. Like you're interested, but Jambi does not ring a bell. As old as you are, you think you know another genie if what Rolly is saying is true. You have a little bit of doubt. Anyone wish to speak?
So it's nothing valuable.
It's nothing
I
valuable.
mean, he's basically a god. I don't know if that's valuable or not.
Blasphemy.
Whoa.
We've had some bad luck with gods.
There's four
Everybody,
of them, okay? There's only
go
four
on.
left, and there's one for each element, and he probably thinks the other three have been gone. Like, so he's one of the last ones left.
What element are you, Jin?
Earth.
The Tao. Yeah.
That's what the Earth genies are called, Dows.
Our
You see Gowron
powers
go,
combined.
I don't know if the Tao
That's,
know
that's
about my
enough.
mark.
That's enough a character. It's kind of like Captain Planet and the dragon from Dragon
Oh,
Ball Z. It's that character.
As Gowron holds up Jambi and kind of shakes it, and you hear like a little from inside, and then like a glow. Hello. Roly. Do my Clodius eyes deceive me? As you see it kind of like vibrating to life as it speaks.
How you been? Weird seeing you out in the desert.
Oh, bugger. The desert. Oh, this is not where I intended. Have you seen any... No, you wouldn't know what they were. Have you seen any large ants? By chance.
Saw some scorpions over there, so
No,
impossible
no.
there's large ants around here.
Oh, it's possible. Yes, yes. You have friends to introduce, I like to gather.
Well, you met
You
Gowron
feel,
before, of course.
Jin, you feel like this little focus toward you, like a plasma light just move upon the jar and its glass, kind of hone in toward you when it says, gather more information. A Tao is in your presence. Perhaps an introduction
Yeah.
indeed.
I met a wind one too.
Aura. Oh, a chilly fellow. My last meeting with him was not the greatest. But here I stand, so to speak. Introduce
This is Jin. He's kind of like you, but you know, different element. And
Jin.
we got Eric over
Please
here.
tell me you
Eric,
did not choose this name. It's a little tedious toward the cause, no?
It's
Picked up
it's
on
like
my
a
master.
dog. It's like a dog being named Dog.
What did you say, Jin? What was your response?
It was picked out by my master.
Oh, let's see. These bastards, idiocy names. Oh. What is his name?
I honestly remember.
A master without a name. Perhaps your name is not Jin.
Possible.
What do you last recall from your day of awakening?
I kind of nudged Gowron like the shoulder.
like, I told you they get along.
Honestly, I don't remember much before the circus.
A circus? Oh, no, no, no. That will not do. You were a antiquity that was shown for a currency of exchange. You could have just snapped your fingers and created it yourself. Tell me you knew this. Or no.
I did not.
You claim to be that of a Tao. We will see in due time. Jambi will travel with you all. This is not debate. Gowron, you two do not look yourself. Gowron steps aside and you guys for the first time see this weird notion of him undressing from his top as he like starts taking off this like vest and whatnot with no explanation whatsoever. And for the first time, you guys see one, how ripped he is, and two, how he has like a weird halfly done marking across his chest, almost as if it was like a tattoo of inking, but fading to some aspect. Correct, John B. I don't either seem to remember much of myself since our departure. John B continues, oh, that's what we'll have to do. We'll get to that. I can fix that just right up. The rest of you. Do introduce. I'm John B. Don't be shy. I can read minds.
I'm Mr. Wiggles, and this is Sprinkle. If you could read his mind, I'd be impressed.
Yes, Sprinkles is very mad that you lied about using your name as Sprinkles. He believes it to be a tarnish to his reputation, as he is much more. You are much more. That is very good. Wiggles, you should work on your friendship with him. The other two.
Don't be like that.
I'll let him know I'm Eric.
Eric. I actually have not put you in my database. When were you born?
Just give a fake.
He's from the future.
Fake
That
date.
would explain it. A fake date in the future. What future might that be? If I don't know it, then I am concerned. Jambi thought to know all. The universe is ever expanding in my sleeps. And you, Mia? Is
Armina.
that he? I apologize. I mistaken you. Armina. Jambi. Pleasure is mine.
Pleasure to
Rolly.
meet you as well.
It would seem as if you've acquired a hoofloff of friends, and you know that I say that with the greatest of lightliness in my tone of survivability in this desert. The individuals I was traveling with before I was dislodged from, I use this word, vehicle, that was in mid-air. Some even call it space. Nonetheless, as I came plummeting back down to the smoldering stocks, not my intended target, mind you, much would have rather ended up at the Ferris Peak or the Paragriffin's, whatever. Nonetheless, I landed here, apparently, until you all found anything that burdens. I have a feeling they too would be coming after me. Are you certain you have not seen any large ants?
Well, good thing we were here. Kind of weird. You crashed down on this entire Earth, and we happened to be right where you crashed. But yeah, no ants, no.
We saw giant scorpions, though.
Yes, that is a common creature here in the desert. Your lack of knowledge of that will cost you your life.
Is he always like this?
You say it will cost you your
Kinda.
life?
Absolutely. I speak in facts and things in which I've seen and witnessed. I have been around much too long.
Well, he clearly didn't witness me charming the heck out of some scorpions.
During my slumber, I've noticed that I choose to omit that which is not important to Jambi. Well, it would seem as if we were at a stalemate. Are there more of these scorpions?
I sure hope so.
Eric sure is thinking they picked the right deity.
Do you think they'd give us more milk if we fed, or more poison if we fed them to them?
I
Freudian
apologize.
slip.
Milk? Jambi
Freudian
is confused.
Mina's also confused.
No, milk a scorpion.
Baby
Very
scorpions gotta
common.
eat.
So,
What do you want to do with the ants?
oh no, I wish to not be found by them. I have gathered important information I'd like to study further before revealing.
Well, we're heading out to the cliffs. We've gotta save some of the guys from my organization that are a pickle.
SOS on
if you've heard
trouble.
about them, yeah.
Oh, Jambi knows very well. I once helped one of the founders start
Kind of
the
figured you'd heard
organization.
of it.
Yes, Jambi likes to take credit for the aspect of the pun intended. We once used to say to save their ships, but we figured the pirates don't need a code, so I erased it. Gave it to these small goblin folks instead. They seem to do much more.
Really funny.
Now, ships are always lost at sea with no secret short message that anyone will understand. Jambi thinks this is favorable to the pirate skin. But no, I have no issue going with you to the cliff ruins. In fact, I am sure there is many things in which I will be able to assist and decipher.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can come with us. And when we make it back out to the reef, you can figure out everything else that you were looking for out there.
You see him highlight with a nice glow. This is the way. Jambi agrees. Jambi's not going to do a goddamn thing unless you guys do something.
I'd put him back in his bottle. Give him the Gowron.
He's back within his glass bottle. Gowron holds on to him, and
Is
guys,
Gowron still shirtless?
he is, as
Mina would definitely be oogling him up a bit. Just
You
noticing
oogle
how
up.
ripped he is, and like, yeah.
He doesn't. He's not even flexing, but he looks like he's tense. Even though you could imagine if he did like really tighten it up, there'd be like the specks of water popping off him, like he repelled it himself. You know. Yeah, as that happens, you hear John B go, like kind of speaking to Gowron himself, but a brief little sidebar. Gowron, let me see. You are incomplete. I'll fix that. And Gowron just thanks him as you guys all continue to prepare for travels. How do you wish to travel? Clearly, the Campbell could go through water, but you guys are just going, no, how do you guys want to go?
We travel around it, I think.
Okie dokie. You guys
More
choose
scorpions
to
is better.
travel around it. Let me just bulk all you guys up real quick, and I'll just ship you all up to the next little checkpoint for simplicity. Boop, 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 boop. Doo, doo, doo. Whoops, I the wrong thing. One second. Doo, 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 doo. You guys still traversing, and there are more scorpions ahead. Eric, do you take lead?
Yeah.
What do you do? With our group, do not know you.
How many are there?
2.
I can't see. I'm outside, so.
Oh yeah, he's right here.
I try to
Yeah,
say.
oh, you're
No. I'm like literally
Oh, got it.
in
It
real
sounds like a
life.
flare issue. Is it real life?
IRL
What the?
outside.
So yeah, I'll try to get these guys to do the same thing.
Okay, go ahead and I'll roll for you. Or do you have your phone? You want to roll in Discord?
No, you just do advantage on
Performance?
persuasion.
Persuasion, sorry. Nat 20.
Nice.
They
Lots
both
of
present
poison.
themselves. There are 2 stingers presented for milking, whom one person can take on one each. One person cannot do both. So, what 2 individuals wish to participate in this milking?
What check is that?
Medicine. You had me do.
Medicine.
I'm a
I guess
plus
I'll
2 to
do one
medicine.
of them.
Okay. Then you want to try 2 whip rolls?
I'm coming back.
Is anybody else
Okay.
more proficient?
No.
Okay,
Probably
I'll
about
do
the
it.
same.
I'm doing it on D&D, my God. 14.
14.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what Eric. Ooh, roll low. Okay.
That one just like stopped. It said, nah.
As such, you see, as you guys kind of like, Eric, you try to do the same thing you did last time, and it doesn't seem to work on this one. As you kind of like hiccup and catch yourself, give me a sleight of hand of avoid getting stung by your own self, not because it's trying to sting you. It's the way you're handling it.
Oof.
Ooh, you go and it stings you.
Ah,
You
Oh,
take.
hold on a sec. No, hold
Up,
on a second.
up,
Hold on a
up,
second.
up.
Hold on a second. I think I'm actually
Magic.
immune to poison. Let me see. I just gotta verify this. Sorry.
I don't see any. No disease is what you're immune to.
Is it disease only?
Yeah, it's disease. I don't see
Yeah.
poison.
Yeah. Very few things are like immune. Well, a lot of things are immune to poison, yes, but
Yeah,
mostly
like
like
constructs.
machines and
Oops.
constructs and
Wow!
stuff.
It just killed
Insta-kill.
me.
Hey, we were talking about things insta-killing bitches here, so you know that was an accident.
Jeez, Louise, that's some severe
What
poison.
happens when you milk things?
That's what happens when you have milk on shit. As you feel just this heavy injection, you tense up and you know it was your own doing. It quickly backs away from you. Wiggles, you two give me a sleight of hand check as you also falter in your methods. As this one is much bigger, you were hoping to handle the smaller one. Eric beat you to it. Pull it up for me.
20 overall.
Nice.
Easy. As you see this poison stinger coming down to slip, but you manage to slip the jar just in front of it, and you manage to collect 2 more ounces, making it a total of 3. So
Awesome.
all right. Those ones
That poison
flee the
is
scene.
potent. Don't forget it.
They flee the scenes. You guys continue. You guys come
I guess we would
across.
also. I would suggest we take some time and let the camels like drink some water and take like a short rest.
Sure. Yeah, in between that time, absolutely. I'd say like during all that, the other camels that weren't being used were just totally chilling. There's
got,
one
like,
more set
got no poison.
of scorpions. What do you mean? Sorry.
We got no poison.
What do you mean?
Did we
That's
get
Like,
poison?
no, you're not poisoned. You just take the poison damage. Is that what you're asking?
No, I know. I'm saying, but we didn't collect any.
Yeah.
No, he got 2
Wiggles
ounces.
got 2 ounces.
You
Oh,
got 2 ounces, yeah.
So now you have a total of 3. There's 2 more scorpions that arrive, another pair. It would seem to be this was a mating ground as you seem to interrupt each one. One more time, good sir. Give me that persuasion.
How much did you say this is worth again?
1,000 apiece.
Oh,
Oh, it's
they
not so
attack.
good.
They throw
Oh, no.
themselves. Let's see. I'm gonna. There's 1, 2,
Roll
3, 4,
initiative.
5. There's 6 of you guys.
Oh no, the camels
From
are gonna get
Nina
stung
to
to death.
Jen to Rowie, that's 1, 2, 3, and then starting from Eric down is 4, 5, 6.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
Eric be up front if he's talking to him?
No, he's just talking to them. He's yelling at them. He didn't say he's walking up to them. I mean, technically, he just has to see them. So that's why I'm just rolling to see who I hit. So one flies at Wiggles,
God.
and another one. They both go to Wiggles. Wiggles, you look juicy tonight.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, come Wiggles, hurry.
All right.
What do I roll?
Oh no, you don't roll thing. It's gonna just roll a lot. Oh,
Oh,
crit
no.
fail for the first
Stings
one.
itself.
Oh, that was with its claw. And then so it goes for the first claw, misses. Goes for the second, grabs you. You are considered grappled as it grabs you with the second claw. It holds you and it does 7 points of damage. Then its stinger comes up with an advantage because you are considered grappled by the subject. And it hits you with a 19. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. As you take
Hold on,
another
I'm
10 points of
again.
damage. Go ahead.
Oh, another 10 points of damage.
Correct. So you take a 17 total, and depending on your con save, depends if you take more.
I'm clicking it. Give me a 7.
You got a 7?
19.
19.
Oh. I was going to say,
So
no.
give me a second.
No,
Second
sorry.
7.
I was like, whoa.
It sounded like 7.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, that's bad. Okay, no worries. All right, you, I think, take half. Yep. 1 second. You take 11 points of rounded down. You take 10 points of damage on top of that. So a total of 27 points.
58 out of 85.
And that's just one scorpion.
Oh god. Why did I decide to do this?
And then
Bugs,
You
man.
wanted the
Want some
poison,
bugs.
man.
you wanted poison, and you said it was
bugs, you're
poison. You
we
knew.
need
You
baby
know.
spiders. We need you know what happens when you get shit from bugs? They attack you.
You are still considered grappled, so these attacks are at advantage. One claw comes, lacerates right across you. You guys just see Wiggles just get bombarded. You take 4 points. You see another claw come at you. Oh, a nat 20. This one comes in and just slices.
No.
Well, it only did 6. Okay, so it doesn't do 6 damage. Instead, it does 10 points of damage. I prefer that too. And
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
it'll get its stinger. For a 16 that hits you, I need another con save, sir. And that does max damage for 12.
18.
Did 6 points of damage on a crit.
That's why I was like, well, that works for me.
That's so stupid.
I know that was pretty bad. An 18. You
Yeah.
you resist. And you take
Do I
half.
get a 6?
You take a total of 9 points of poison damage. Oof. That brings you down to, if I'm not mistaken, 14 HP. I don't know what you're calculating, but that's where I have you. You
I
guys
started
just
at
see-
85. What did you
Oh, at
start at?
85?
Because I'm
I
at
started
30.
at your max. At 76.
Yeah,
Your thing's supposed to be 85? What is your
yeah,
thing?
my max is
That would make
85. I'm down to
sense with the
35.
level that we're at.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, 1 second. So
Especially
your max is
he's got
85,
crazy con.
right? Is what you're saying? Your
Yeah.
max is 85? So
Yeah,
Max
then
is
that's
85.
9 points
Start at
difference.
85, yeah.
23.
So it should be at 23?
Okay, I think I did the math wrong, so I'll just roll down to 23.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just been removing from a character.
Yeah, I've been
so
removing as you
5.
talk.
No worries. There's a lot of numbers though, so no worries. But that's what I got you at, and I started you at max, so I wasn't sure if you were below, but I put you at max. So no worries. That puts you still low. You're still looking a little rough, considering that you were totally looking okay a second ago. You guys see Wiggles just getting stabbed, and he's being grappled by the biggest of them, and he's just like, Sprinkle's just like, woof, 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 currently, because no one expected any of this to happen. And now we're going to go into a brief, quick initiative. Where you guys can do whatever the fuck you want because the scorpions just went. Real quick, Eric, Jin, Rolly at disadvantage. Has to do an animal handling check to keep your camels calm. Only Rolly at disadvantage because Wiggles was technically the handler.
Wasn't I riding with Jim?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
I had
shoot,
our
my
Mina.
bad. Who was with? Oh, you had me, Mina at disadvantage. I apologize. Sorry, Jin and Eric roll and Mina at disadvantage. Sorry. Thank you.
I'll help Jen.
Oh,
I rolled a
no.
20 for initiative.
Any help?
20 overall.
If he's assisting me, do I get to roll again?
Go for it. Mina.
Damn it.
Mina, Jen, Roly. All your camels just they fucking start running. Eric, you were the only one that keeps your camel currently. And you and Garon seem to be steady on your camels. As you see the other 3 of them fall to the ground. You guys just have to remember to get up if you choose not to be prone. You guys don't have to roll initiative, but Wiggles, I'll go ahead and let you go first since you are the one in the grass. You can choose to escape by using an action, or you can do anything you want at disadvantage.
I'm gonna escape.
Go ahead and give me, I believe it's the strength. I want to make sure. I allow an athletics or strength, whatever you prefer.
Athletics to break the grapple. I think.
Okay, athletics.
Athletics are
It's just opposing
yeah.
strengths.
Yeah, I think it's opposing athletics.
Doing athletics. I mean, I have a DC, but it doesn't tell me the
Yeah.
specifics, so I'll allow
Oh
it.
shit! I rolled a 2, so I got a 4.
So you are still you are absolutely still captured by it. That uses your action. You have a bonus action. You guys see Wiggles try
Can I
to
attack
break
it with
free.
a sword?
With disadvantage because you're. It's not like you have full control of your hands, so to speak, because you're being ragdolled around. But I'll give you an opportunity.
I have a 19.
A disadvantage.
Yeah,
Five.
19 at disadvantage.
19.
All right, you
19
make contact. You hit it. Your sword somehow just gets lodged in right underneath one of its plates. Give me some damage.
10.
All right. Would you be attacking the bigger or smaller one? The lethality doesn't
Whichever
change.
one's holding me.
The bigger one. Okay. Takes 10 points damage. It is still holding you. Who else wishes to do anything? As Wiggles is still grappled, he is probably going, "Hey guys,
I'm gonna
help
try
me!"
to tell the other camels to stop running.
You're gonna try what?
Tell the other camels to stop running.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. Is that something that you could just do naturally? Is that just a native ability?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just it's a feature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speech of beast and leaf. I mean, you want to see it again?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
You're good. No, I was just verifying it was a passive
Yeah.
feature.
As long as I'm talking to
Such
plants
creatures.
or animals. Yeah. Beast.
Very nice. Very handy to have.
Sounds like a
13.
feat I should have.
Ironic. What did you roll? A 13. You know what? I'll let them contest that one because it's low, giving them a chance for being bad because camels aren't like the brightest thing. I'm not going to say that they're like, fuck you guys because they're domesticated, so to speak. What should I roll against that? A wisdom? What do you guys think?
What are they lowest in?
Well, I mean, like, what would make most sense to you, Eric? I guess since it's against you.
I don't. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Wisdom or intelligence. I guess.
Let's give it a wisdom because an intelligence would not be in your favor.
Okay. Would not be in your favorite. Jeez. Camels are very intelligent.
No, like it's so unintelligent that it wouldn't even understand you. So it's a lower than understanding capability. So with such, I'd say they slow down. You would
Well,
still
that's
have to
the
run
thing is
over.
they would be able to understand me no matter what. That's the thing.
I guess that's the beauty of it. No,
Yeah,
well, nonetheless, they roll low. They roll under you. They do come to a slow, but they stop over here, away from their assumed danger.
out of my sight. Though.
Jules totally attacks the big one, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like you're just gonna hear some music ramping up in the background as these things are attacking.
Because I'm being destroyed.
And then you just see like this you see this
Wiggles
small
hyena.
ball of fire starting to build on Broly's fingertips.
He's just getting ready to blow. Where's the damage?
It's going to the little one.
Yeah, sorry. I'm supposed to do damage. Where's this damage? Second. Nice. My God. Boom, that should work. Fix this again. You fire the fireball as Wiggles is biting at it ravishly. That hits Wiggles. You insta fail, so you take all the damage of that fireball.
I would aim it so it doesn't hit him.
Keep holding them.
I could aim it
You
at their
can
tails,
still
I
add at
guess.
their butts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me replace.
I'll honor it this time. No, I'll honor it this. I'll honor that one.
Thank you. I don't want to die.
Cast enough fireballs to know not to.
Just auto fails,
hit him.
dead from fireball.
So little scorpion takes 7 points of damage from one of the bites, and then from the second bite, takes.
Didn't he say he was attacking the big one?
Oh, sprinkles. Sorry, that would be. Let me revert that 1 second. What did I? Kill the wrong thing. Let me do this one. 11 to the big one, and then the fireball goes off, and you get those deck saves. Big one first. That's a fail. Little one second. What do I gotta be? Oh, that's a full fail. And your fireball damage is
Boom.
A lot.
A lot of
Lot of
damage.
force.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Crack.
Kaboom.
you see, as just enough fire damage destroys the big one holding on to Wiggles. It just burns up into a crisp. The pincer gets really hot and releases Wiggles in time. He plummets to the floor. The other one is still up. We'll use a reaction to flee. Wiggles, you can get an opportunity attack. Sprinkles can, and the rest of you guys can all still launch an attack if you choose to. But it absolutely has no business in this fight anymore if you guys wish it to walk away.
Kill it. I want its
Kill
poison.
it. You kill. Yeah, exactly.
Sprinkles misses. Wiggles. It would be a melee attack for you.
Got a
Because it was technically
longbow,
melee.
right?
I mean, yeah, but
22.
for the reaction point, it would be a melee.
Yeah, sure. But as
Absolutely
it
makes
runs
no
away,
effect.
you could just keep shooting.
Oh, yeah. But he had already done his turn, so I want to be fair to everyone.
That's true.
Mind Sliver does 6 points of damage if it fails an intellectual save. Instant. Let me see. Let's see.
Scorpions are known for their
Ooh, nope. Didn't pass it. So he takes 6 points of
Minus
damage.
5.
Hey, I almost passed it when you think about it. Wiggles.
2d6. That's the weird part.
How much is the damage?
8.
Okay. Do another d6 then. 10. So it'd be 3 more damage.
Yeah.
Got it. This thing is just hanging on. Sacred Flame is a hit or miss. Okay, save.
Yeah.
Save throw.
The Scorpion dodges in the wrong direction. Gets you with the Sacred Flame and had 3 health left. You guys brought it just enough to where it was enough to kill it. Very nice. You guys milk
After-
4, kill 2. I don't know, you guys obliterated these things. You guys are just bombing the fuck out of them. There's no way that thing was going to
Can we
survive.
milk their dead stingers?
You try to, and you realize that you had boiled all the
One of
poison
them
away.
anyway.
Burn to hope.
Yep. The potentness has quickly evaporated due to your guys' way of handling them. But if you guys wish to go get your camels back again.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Sure,
like it took a
yeah.
chunk out of you.
I guess technically I never left my camels.
Yeah, you're good. But I'm such a nice DM. I threw it out there for everyone else to consider turning around. I got a lot of oh yeahs in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Gonna
So,
limp after my camel.
who wants to do the animal handling check? I'll bring it back right here for you.
Wait, say again?
It's kind of hard to walk through that.
Oh well, not you, Eric, but for Rolly, Jin, Mina, and Wiggles, who wishes to reacquire the camels. You have to animal handling them again. They have to regain their trust here.
Can I just tell the camels to trust him?
You could, but these guys don't know that.
20 overall.
Wiggles reacquires his trust before you give the command. Mina and that's Mina and Wiggles are good. Jin and Rolly stare at theirs. Playing rock, paper, scissors. You hear Eric
Reading the
belt out a command to the camel. What do you tell that
I'll
camel?
try and wrangle it this time, but
Okay.
Vince
Let's
gotta
see what
help
roll
me.
he would get.
Yeah, I'm
With
curious.
All right.
Well, I
I
want to see what I get real
quickly
quick.
say that all of these people are friends to the camels.
The camel spits at Rolly, but lets him get on after.
He hates camels.
Luigi comes in Rolly's direction, but you reacquire your camel, and you guys head
All the
on.
camels know we're all friends to them.
The camels are now all Gucci with you guys as you guys are back to the map.
We make glue out of you.
Good thing they don't understand you.
Yeah, they don't.
I fucked that up. I could have missed you stepped out of there, and I
I
forgot
know.
about
I
it.
didn't say anything. No. It was
All right, I
humorous for
wasn't
me.
saying anything when you were rolling stuff.
Yeah, it happens.
The
So-
last thing you need to know is it does 22 points of damage.
Life does hurt. What do you mean? Sorry, are you talking about my skills?
Poison. No, the poison. It did 22 points of damage if I read it right.
For whose? Sorry.
For the scorpions.
No, so that's the average that the number takes. So it always shows the average or the die roll, but I do the die roll at all times. So a 4d10 would be
Yeah.
the 22.
It gives you the choice.
So you guys continue the rest of the way. In doing so, I am looking for my scene. 1 second. Prepare it. Because you guys went the way you're supposed to. Prepare it. All right. Make it dark. It's nighttime. And drag you all in. Excuse me. I think there's so many tokens I have to put on the screen. And boom. All arrive and see before you. I'll make it daytime just so you can see the picture. But you see before you, don't worry about that. I didn't go in there and edit it. That's fine.
I was like, nice.
It's an effigy of what a humanoid traveler looks like, mangled and put on a post, staring at the ruins before them with lifeless eyes and a snake in one of the sockets. It slithers. As such, you see what you expected to be more dramatic of a ruins to be literally a structure upon a platform outposting from this obstruction from the ground. Now, how to get up, one wonders. It is still nighttime, but
How up is
it
it?
is.
How high up is it?
From where you stand, easily 200-300 feet.
How high can Jin fly?
High up there, to be honest.
I don't think he has a limit.
You should scout it out and run away if it looks bad.
The other genie like to join me?
Oh, Jambi would very much be interested. Would you dare take me?
Jambi know healing magic?
Say it again.
We
Does
can do a
Jambi
short
know
rest.
healing magic?
Jambi does not heal more so than disconfigure, reconfigure, and take notes.
That sounds like a
Well,
bad
take a
idea.
rest, Wizzios, if you feel tired after fighting those scorpions.
Jambi
my
feels at ease and relaxed. Sweated not during this scorpion encounter.
We forgot about Jambi.
Oh no, Jambi did not forget. Jambi played passively. Wise
Short rest,
preservation
He
comes
doesn't
in
really fight. He kind of more
patience of
critiques your
time.
fighting, as I understand it. He fights when he wants to, though.
Self-defense. John B knows such things. Jin, will you be taking the ferry, or are we waiting for something like a gust of wind, perhaps?
Let's go.
Say fairy?
Mm,
Fair.
Jin flies hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet because you guys did not say you walked to the base, so he is going much further. It takes at least 4 minutes to get there because he's just enjoying the view. Give me a perception check at advantage as you fly high above. Jin. The rest of you guys do what while you wait below?
Take a short rest.
Use some hit dice.
Do you guys wish to attempt to take a short rest? Wow, Jin, you were
I think
truly
Wiggles
blind.
showed for sure.
Jin flies up there, but was distracted by Jambi's lecturing. Jin. I just don't understand why I want to name you such. Even a master of profound abilities I would have a Jin. Why would you? Jambi finds it very. You have never questioned this yourself, Jambi finds odd. Jambi questions your authenticity. Show Jambi proof of your genie ways away from your friends, so Jambi knows you're true.
Is my flying not enough for you?
Jambi can make any one of them fly had they asked, but they did not ask Jambi.
Fair enough.
So, to answer your question, no, Jambi is not impressed by your flight. I could have floated here. I just wanted to see you could. You see him, like, literally just pop off of your hands or however you were holding him and just float there like a familiar of sorts.
If you can fly them, why don't you go down there and bring them?
They were not inquired of Jambi's services. Jambi does not offer things willy-nilly. Jambi is a genie.
If you could deal with the genie, it's not free.
Jin, this is odd behavior of a genie for you, as you only knew a master. You only knew obey. Freedom is not something you have fully accustomed to, and yet you see this Jambi character seem almost non-content by those around them.
Are they not friends of yours?
Who? Jambi? Jambi is neutral unless you make yourself Jambi's enemy.
What are you interested in?
Jambi seeks the education and knowledge in which... How much do you know of your companion, Galron?
Not much. Decent fighter.
He is much more than a fighter, though. It would seem as if he has lost his touch, his ways. He is a leader, or, well, is. Tricky things are time, it would seem. You have one that is not yet born and present and full grown. Jambi is still curious about it. Your members all seem to be... What do you know of Mir Leshah?
Not much. Can't say I heard the name.
You travel with her? Does she not speak her name freely?
Come on, Mina?
Oh, yes, I apologize. I confused the two. Mina. What do you know of her?
Well, I know she has a doppelganger somewhere in the city.
A twin. Doppelgangers are interesting. Doppelgangers mimic one. Twin is blood. Is the same. Almost understanding and such. It seems as if you were not aware of the true meanings of family. Jin.
But I'm not.
You have one out of time, one who has a twin, another who's a leader and forgot themselves, has no power. a musician who can play almost any instrument. I don't know how Jambi. Jambi plays no instruments, but Rodi plays many. Very well. And then you have a scout boy. For some reason, has a companion that never leaves his side, regardless of the outcomes of their demise. You, Jim, the Tao, as you claim, should take this opportunity to assess your surroundings. Perhaps your master found you a dud and put you with the rest.
Possible.
But let us not diddly-daddly. Present what it is you are finding here. He glows and wavers toward the structures. Below, what are you guys doing? As you see little blips above and above.
Well, hopefully they find a way to get us all up there. I'm sure SOS has some way. If they're already up there, like some jetpacks or something. Could be pretty cool.
Some what now?
It's like a thing you strap to your back and fly with it.
Like wings?
Kinda. Like wings and a rocket together.
Oh, it's getting dark.
Well, it was technically dark. I was just
Yeah, it's getting real dark.
letting it as such. Those of you below see in the distance, with ease, a very intense flickering light, ever getting closer.
Getting closer?
As if it's floating toward you.
You see that light out there? What is that?
It almost doesn't seem to have any kind of physical aspect to it, as it's like just like a shifting light in the air.
Does it
By
look
about
like it's gonna go
150
through us, or
feet
is it
out.
gonna just pass us? Like, past.
Give me perception checks.
Ugh. Not great.
It actually looks like it's getting
5.
lower. Almost toward you guys' level. As it looks as if it is, as it's getting closer. Really, give me a history check.
At 25, do I know anything?
Nope. But you see that it's getting lower with you guys. Like it seems to be lining itself up with your group. Roly.
God.
Nothing rings a bell, but you've heard of crazy things out here that shouldn't be. Could be one of them. As it starts to get closer, you guys see and hear like a roaring.
Would Eric
Uh-huh.
know anything through a history check?
Give me a history check.
I guess not.
13. So we can't roll anything but 13.
Eric, yeah. Feel like it's something, but you can't put your finger on it. As you see that it is, you guys all do pick up that it is living flames, almost moving, not in this circular sense, this is just in the sense of a token, but you see it almost like hovering toward you all like a heat wave of sorts.
Can I attempt to roll a history check?
Sure.
Probably wouldn't be very good, but.
You look out at this flame, and as it flickers, you almost get like a flashback where you saw a candle in the mirror. And in that mirror, you saw yourself. But when you were a little girl and you were looking at yourself in this mirror with the candle flame flickering right there in your peripheral, it kind of distracted you. It gave you a lack of focus, and you swore you saw yourself in the mirror move. And then you snap back out. You're in the desert. You're with your group. It's getting closer. It's about 100 feet out. You don't know what it is, Mina, but you're having some weird personal issues at the same time.
I'm gonna I guess how wide is it? Like,
It is fanning itself out to meet the group's coverage. It is almost intentionally providing itself a guarantee passing. Definitely seems
Should
magical in
avoid
nature.
fighting. I'm about to die.
What do you guys do? Coming your way. You guys stand there?
How far away is it?
It's about 100 feet.
is there anything we can like use to shield ourselves from it, like rocks or cover or something?
You definitely try it. There's plenty of rocks around.
I mean,
Plenty of dirt.
yeah, I guess Mina'll try to like find something to break
Okay, so
between.
we'll say you position yourself somewhere like here, behind some rocks. Does anyone take suit? Gavron will probably go and rush over to
Yeah,
do something similar.
probably want to put the camels and stuff behind cover.
I'm gonna hide with the camels.
Okay. Mm,
It's I don't know. It's worth a shot to try, I guess. Worst case scenario, it just
Or you
changes
try
its
and
course.
dodge it and get
all
out
right.
of the open.
You guys
Yeah,
all
right.
move to the
Dot-
side as you see this coming further. You hear like a roaring coming from it, almost as if it's alive, and then you hear like all these breaths, as if itself was a breath of an invisible giant just blowing fire past you guys all. It's going over the rocks. I need all of you guys to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait.
Yes.
When it gets within range, I don't want to like it. How fast does this thing move? You said it was 120 feet away.
Oh, I
So
said it was 100 feet away last time you checked in. And then as you guys are
Oh,
moving to
shit.
position, it is still continuing your guys' way at a fly speed of 30. So
Okay.
so 6 seconds to get there,
So
30,
that's
60.
60. I was gonna command it to go
Oh.
away.
Oh, okay. You can cast a command then. Go for it. As it gets at 60 feet, or technically within 30, 40, you cast a command to go away, and that will be a wisdom saving throw.
Leave, I guess, because it's gotta be one word, right?
Sure. You see the fire. It kind of like echoes off as if you derailed it and bounced it away. It railed off into the distance in another direction. Congratulations on avoiding wild
More
nature.
combat. All the combat.
Jin,
That's really bad DC too.
you go to enter the building, or you just survey it from the outside. It is a 5-story structure. It looks 100% abandoned. It probably hasn't been touched in some time. There are no tracks, no fresh trails of any sorts. There's a tattered, barely hanging on flag at the very top of it, with no significance to you of the understanding of its nature or the emblems with upon it. Jambi is kind of going around and just doing huhs. Intriguing. What is this? Data.
I'd probably survey it, relay the information back to the party.
Relay as in fly back, or relay? It took you like 4 minutes to fly over here, so it'll probably take you 2 minutes to fly down. Just do that unless you're like plummeting. I don't know how it works for your fly speed. I don't know if you actually have full control over how fast you're going. But easy enough, I guess. I can honor it simple. Actually, in the sense of 6 seconds, that makes more sense. With the party, probably does the party move closer? You guys see that the hazard has moved away due to Eric's command. You guys are the distance. I guess that's why it's a distance for him.
Start moving towards it.
Okay. Jin,
Trying to
you
get up
don't
there
see
anyway.
any significant way down. So Eric somehow moves his way up
So it's
there
like-
by, pinching his chests as he like
Crawled right
points
up.
in, like those little water games where the harder you push the button, the higher the ring goes,
I guess
Uses Pythagorean
the
theorem.
the boon of Ara didn't actually let me get flying, huh?
The Oro did not provide flying. No, it did not. Jin, you fly back down to them. You relay to them. The structural integrity is rough. You don't imagine crazy activities on the inside would hold up well. You don't see any immediate threats, and you don't see any decisive way on how anyone would traverse up here.
You said there was a
Outside of
flag up
telling
top.
him.
What is it? What does it look like?
It looks tattered, grayed, and it has a symbol that probably looks like what would be like a pupil, but imagine like it's like a top hemisphere of a pupil, and where the pupil slit would be, it has like a setting of 4 different like symbolizations of some sort of meaning that you couldn't possibly decipher based off of the condition of such the banner.
Does that mean anything to me?
Give me another history check.
I'm just gonna roll for this too, I guess. Off of reading books.
For what?
To see if I recognize that also.
Okay.
Any of us do this?
So what? Can any of us do this? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to.
Well, I guess I also do not know. A nice 13, man.
Solid 13. Solid 13.
And Mina with another 14.
Even with the minus one, she's the
That was
best.
14.
17.
What about
Mina.
Wiggles and Gowron?
Got a
What do
Yeah,
they get?
Wiggles, what did you get? Gowron is in a
17.
state of
Oh,
self
yeah.
confusion. He's in
Oh
recovery.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. 17? Okay. Wiggles, it sounds like a great sense of organizational shape method, but you're not one for flags and banners or bannerism in any sense like that. But it sounds great, and you'll definitely remember it if it ever comes up again. Mina, you of being of the more educated class, do get a ping off of that, as it's on the tip of Rolly's tongue. He's trying to get it out to you guys, as Mina can jump ahead and clarify exactly what it is it could, based off of the understanding of such, signify the cultists of Demorgon.
I'd
Oh,
make a
shit,
mention of
Gowron.
that.
Gowron, those are those guys.
Demorgon.
Oh, fuck.
That sounds familiar. Why am I so confused? It sounds like it's right. Like I belong to something. Rolly, what do I belong to that has to do with this cult?
Well, they don't like your blood. Remember last time we met Zombie? They were out to get you. We had to get off the reef. We had to get out of there.
It was Jambi. I get it. It was Jambi. He sealed my thoughts. Jin. Yeah, if you're still there, Jin. I need Jambi now.
Sure, I'll go grab him.
Alright. You head off. The rest of you guys. Mina, you know that these cultists are hell-bent on the idea of the Demon Prince. And there has always been the prophetical point of view that there will be such the rise of a dragon in via of this demon prince that will cause a change in the space and time continuum. Not necessarily in Mina's understanding, but PC vibes. So however you wish to describe it. A catastrophic event, I guess, would be the best word.
Sorry, I'm
As
just
you
writing some
hear
notes
this,
down.
go ahead. Yeah, no worries. As you would hear this, Eric, it would come to a full circle that you know, whether or not you like to keep it to yourself, send to you in Discord.
I think I told everybody about all that stuff, yeah?
Uh,
Shadowcat?
no, this is different.
Another one? No, my goodness. Another one?
Damn, bro.
Another world-ending calamity is happening.
Yeah, this is a whole different one. This one is a bit different.
Stressful being a time night.
1 second.
Got
So, anyways,
Demigorgon.
Mina, by all means, at any point in time.
Isn't they were in service to the Prince of what?
The Demon Prince.
The Demon Prince. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I guess
Take notes for me,
in
too.
specific details, it would be the Demon Prince of the Abyss.
Got it.
Right. So
On the bright side, out of 3 of the calamities, I have advantage over 2 of them.
if you make it to him.
Yeah, if I survive this desert, damn scorpions.
So, what do you guys discuss in the meantime of Jin trying to go and get?
Mina would ask Rolly and Gowron what interactions they've had with this cult, because it sounded like they
Sure.
knew. They kind of knew
Jesus
them, or at
Christ.
least had some sort
Out
of.
on the reef, there's this kind of sickness that people get. They get kind of crazy. Nobody really knew why, and they dive down into these caves. They're kind of like mazes, and they hunt for artifacts and all kinds of stuff. And recently, there's been some sightings of some really weird stingray kind of looking guys, and they uncovered a kind of a tunnel of this place called Morkoth, and it's kind of where they came from. And there's a lot of people out there kind of trying to figure it out, but that's when we found Jambi and we saved Macromar from them. At least that's where he met him. He kind of survived more than we saved him.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, there's a lot of brain-eating monsters down there, from what I hear. Yeah. Yeah, there's also a bunch of like
I'm
goblinoids.
gonna ask you a question in chat
Mhm.
there, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Like whole planets, like sea goblins almost. They worship them. Yeah, these guys run a big cult, and they are trying to do something. Cameron and I were trying to figure it out, but we had to kind of get out of there before things got too hot. You know how it goes. Yeah, they're definitely trying to hunt. They're one of the people that are hunted down. Calvin.
Yes.
A lot of people are trying to hunt him down. So they're just another one of those, kind of like the Lizard King and the other friends we've made along the way. Right, Calvin?
Yes. Unfortunately, I need Jambi's help to clarify more about myself that I seem to be lacking.
Does he return from his?
So Jin does return, as he does. First bit of sunshine breaks the horizon. So it's not fully day yet, but night is coming to an end here as Jin heads down to you all. Jin, you may continue.
I found some runes marked into the structure, but Jambi is missing.
Missing. What are you missing? There you go.
No idea.
Wait, disappear or?
Could be in the structure. I have no idea.
Fuck. That flag up there's no good. Wizard. Let's just say not friends of ours.
Did recognize what the rune said, though. It said, "Where I seek is
yeah.
far too dangerous to be."
Where I seek is what?
Is it in the chat?
Appears to be. Okay. Does that ring a bell, or does that phrase me anything?
It's just something that Jin noticed engraved into the building upon returning for Jambi.
Yeah, Maybe Johnny left it. Tell us not to go in there.
Definitely didn't notice it before.
In any case, we can't get up there, so we're stuck down here until he comes back, I guess.
As you say that, you hear a chant in the distance. Would you like to take a guess at what that chant is?
What kind of chant is this?
Oh no!
I have a feeling I know what this is gonna be.
You hear a roar, rong, roar, rong. It would be none other than the Rondom announcing their future arrival, whether it be an hour, a few hours. Whenever they choose to chant, they find the most echoous of locations to make sure it is pronounced, but not known exactly where in which they arrive from.
Oh, that's. Remember, I was telling you about there's 4 different tribes here. You know, like one of them, you see them, they just kill everything. That's them. They're probably about a mile or 2 away. There's gonna be about 1,000 of them.
You guys continue hearing this just roar, rum.
They're not your normal goblins anyway. They're a lot tougher.
We flee.
Yes.
Where do you guys flee to? Back on the map. 1 second, let me change
Do you
the
want me
time.
to give us a buff for stealth?
Well, they're like a couple miles out from what Rolly could. Like once you start hearing them, that means they're at least like 1 to 5 miles away. So if we can get moving really quickly, we might be able to outrun them.
Safe to be out in the heat.
Not safe to be dead by a horde of goblins.
So, you find you guys here at the room. Where do you wish to move on the map to avoid this potential Rondom Liege encounter?
Okay, let's look at the map here. So we've got. Let's. The safest place to go would be C, but that's kind of back the way we came.
Pretty far.
It's kind of across the desert. The
If you-
Tuskbent are at least like they respect strength more than anything else. They're more your kind of stereotypical like tribal goblin of the desert. They carry these large tusks, and whoever has the largest tusk is the strongest kind of thing. So you might be able to reason with them. And the Rondom don't attack the tusks unless there's a reason. So probably be safe to head towards A.
There, then it's close.
All right. So you guys want to head over to the Rondom? I mean, sorry, to the Tusk
Head
Beds.
straight towards them.
Also, on the way there, Rolly, you kind of can't. It's not a direct route. You'd have to kind of circumvent this way. You would then be able to decide whether or not you wish to go to the Cactus Pines on the way there, like a pit stop or not, or if you want to just go straight to Tusk Beds camps.
We thought like a pit stop is the bad idea at this point.
Is it like a forest or is it like a settlement?
It is that. Let me go to. Let me just show you which one it was. Is this one? Oh, is that? Can't copy it, I guess. I'm gonna resend you the photo out of the one that I sent you. So it's that zone. It's like the salvage yard.
Okay, it's like a junkyard. I would say we just kind of skirt around it, or
All
We
right,
don't have to
you
go
guys
there.
avoid the cactus pines for now, and you head over to the tusk bend.
A
In
lot of
doing
like
so,
iron, like golems and shit that are hanging out around there.
in doing so, I need one more survival check from whoever's leading back.
The survival.
What check?
Survival.
Eric. Eric's
Like, sorry, I was.
Yeah, let her.
That's pretty good.
nice, bad.
Pretty good. As you guys travel, right before you get to where it is you think Rolling assumes he knows he's going, you see this odd structure, like beings, very bronze-like in nature, and it just like makes this real clanky noise. It seems very constructual in sense. It doesn't seem to be living of its own volition. It's off in the distance, and there's about a dozen of them, and they're just walking around, just not taking any notice of you guys, but Roly, you would know those to be dubbed bronze scouts. They're not strong, but they're kind of like kamikazes. They'll self-destruct, and in a multitude, it's not
Shit.
the most excitement. They're not the fastest, but they specialize in just laying in waiting. Like, you know that they're. I'll go ahead and mark the map for you. You know that they're kind of, as you're traveling, they're about in this general area. And normally, they don't travel very far. They just kind of reposition where they are already and just burrow in and hope for someone to kind of trample over them, really. But if they can come to a sense of defending themselves, but it's very rare. They're more of a kamikaze-like constructs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like field guys that'll blow up if you step on them. There, I think we should just go the other way.
You easily enough circumvent around them as you arrive at your first
We hear the
zone.
chanting getting louder, or
No, it's
anything.
breaking off in the distance. As you make your way, you see a interesting little homestead ahead of you. You're probably about here. Roy, you haven't seen a good old classic goblin hovel in some time. They're larger than, normal goblin homes because they're so used to having to bring in such unnecessarily large objects that don't belong in the desert. But this is a first step to normal livelihood, which a goblin lives out here in stocks. You don't see any goblins immediately outside, but you guys are free to call out or approach if you wish.
Well, this looks like some kind of settlement, and Tusk folk live here, I guess. Maybe see if they're friendly. I don't know. Gotta wait till Chompy comes back anyway.
So, walk up, call out.
Let's stealth around. Take a look around. If you can see anybody.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Does anyone else join Rolly in his stealth
Yes.
around the property? All right, give me that roll.
I'm gonna hang out with the camels.
You defend the camels.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Yeah, Eric's not gonna go stealthing around.
Okay. Jin, what were you doing?
I was hanging back with everybody else.
You got it. Galron just waits also. As Mina and Rolly go around. Let me see. Like with her character. Mina, you notice a shift in the sun above you, as if little grains are falling from where it is you guys are stealthing around. It would be as if someone were about, or something, or some disturbance of sort. A little odd to be convenient timing in your location.
think something's up above us.
Good message
Yeah.
that to you.
I'd reply and say, yeah, we should be careful.
As you say that, both of you make dexterity saving throws as a boulder comes slowly, ever so subtly, with the help of gravity, plummeting toward the two of you.
Oh no.
Nice. Rolly, you manage to dive out of the way, and you get a face full of sand. Mina, the odds are not in your favor. As the boulder tips over, crushes down on you. Go ahead
Do I
and give me
take half damage
do you choose to
from
use your ability?
evasion?
I mean,
Yeah,
if you say you're doing it, you
the
choose
dex
to be
save,
standing there.
definitely can do that.
You use evasion as you manage to dive out of the way last second. You scratch your knee against the first rock, and then the other rock hits the back of your heel, knocking you also prone. The rest of you guys hear some kind of commotion and dust from the sand debris billowing from the sides of behind the structure. And then you hear it. A little goblin scream. And you see just one little goblin running out with the club from the inside, running out to the large group with the three massive camels. What does the group present do as they see this tiny little goblin charging at them fearlessly?
One goblin?
This one goblin, he's just like, and he looks intent. He's like totally burnt up. He's like a dark skin kind of like tanner goblin, and he just has this heavy looking spear, like this, like not spear, sorry, like a club, and it has these very shiny in the sunlight kind of metal serrated, and it's bashed into it, and he's just like. He's moving
Again,
slow.
I'm outside again, but I'm gonna tackle his ass, I guess.
Okay.
Give me an athletic.
You go to tackle him. Or give me an
Cowrod
athletic.
does speak goblin, if that makes it.
I do too.
No,
but-
yeah, I know. He's not speaking goblin. He's just charging out right now,
Alright.
just for shits
Yeah,
and
no
giggles.
problem.
But I mean, I'm
Huh?
gonna stop the the immediate threat to our camels.
All right, go ahead and give me
Yeah,
that.
can you roll it for me? I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll an athletics against your athletics. Ooh, we got a 21 against, and that's 21 for the goblin. Oh, against your 25. You see Eric just go for the tackle. This goblin hit. They make contact. It's like a moment where this goblin looks like he's gonna win, and then he just gets blasted by like the last calf push of Eric. Just a ton of sand. Like Eric should create the game called football. It'd be a miracle out here. As he just buries this goblin into the sand, and you guys witness this goblin just like. And he yells out in goblin. And it means, "Who are you, my home?" Go ahead. Sorry,
Why are we in his home?
Yeah.
I just explained to him that we just came here looking for some refuge from what are they called? The rumpadumps?
You guys hear in the distance, breathe,
Calm down.
echo. Whoa. Run down, leash. He like spits out the sand from his mouth. You set trap on other sides. How many more?
Need more traps? I'll help with more
No.
traps.
I waste traps. How many more you?
Explain that there's what, 6 of us? Right? I do there's
6. What's 6? I see many. Many more. Little more. No more.
Little more.
We see if I squish. He tries to get up. Do you let him up?
Yeah.
He like brushes himself off and he walks around the corner just like, I hope I squish. And he like comes around and he sees the boulder and you just hear, they live. Get them inside. And he just starts stomping back into his home.
Ushering everybody towards his home.
All right. Those of you who know Goblin also heard all of this commotion. Rolly, you heard the same thing. This is Goblin culture. This is a quite hospitable Goblin, if you would say so yourself, Rolly.
He did say they like power, right? I proved to be powerful.
Yeah, I mean that's their probably like their greeting.
As you walk into this, it goes like down briefly, and then it kind of like lifts back up, in a little
Can our
in a
camels
way.
fit
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's quite
Okay.
large. As you do, it gets bigger on the inside. So you guys came in from like over here as you guys walk down the corridor, and then it like opens up to like a bigger kind of hidden grove by the natural barrier of the stone. You wouldn't have thought to be out here. Goblins are quite nifty when it comes to their ways of living and safety. And he brings you into what looks to be a very small, probably 5 building like society here. And he goes, everyone out scouting. It has been active lately. When he says that in the sense of goblin terms for fully active means there's been a lot of threats. And a lot of threats is not uncommon, but active lately is like it's like a goblin term for DEFCON 2.
That's not good.
We're on a slight alert.
Yes, we lose many last 10 day. Or many day. I know, sure, but many lost. And he just seems to
What
keep
do you
walking.
know about the fort up on top of the cliff?
We no go. We send many scout climb, never come back.
That makes sense.
Sense? He like starts looking for some kind of physical item of sorts. You guys see him in front of him. He does not seem 100%. He seems like on edge.
Okay, you said DEFCON 2. That's actually really bad.
Oh yeah. he's not in any sense of calm. Like he's letting you guys walk in, but I'm gonna be honest, Rolly, I'm a little shocked he just walked in. You help him set up traps. What kind of traps?
I don't know. Like I'll help push boulders for him wherever he wants me to help boulders.
You kind of wreck his trap that he had set up already.
Many boulders. We need front, top, back, repile, and blockade. And he starts going and gets in. I mean, for him, he gets a rock about 80% his size and absolutely 3 times his mass. And you just see him, and then you see just these massive calves just poof poof pop out like they're just like instantly popped like popcorn. And then he just lifts the rock and he starts marching back out toward the entrance in which the trap that Mina had triggered was.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because I have this, so I mean I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can help, but he seems to be a very independent goblin.
I can do very big things and.
Sure. You grab a bunch of rocks for him, and he's just like, yes, drink to. We make big smash. And he like takes his 1 rock compared to your like 10. The rest of you guys are left in this canyon-like grove of very silent, still homestead. There's furniture. There's what looks to be bread, ales of sorts. Seems relaxing, but vacant. How many really died when he said, many gone? Rolly, goblin behavior is interesting. They don't spawn as fast as people think. So 1 goblin in this very big goblin foothold is a bit concerning. And we'll hold it there. We'll hold it here, and we'll see where we pick up next, following weeks from now. How you guys all doing so far?
Pretty good. Beaten up.
What, Wiggles?
Yeah, pretty good.
I got beaten up.
You did get beaten up. Your ass got beat. I tried to hurt other people, but nobody else wanted to fight.
We gotta figure out where that signal's from.
I was doing all right avoiding fights for us.
Exactly. That's what I mean. The enemies didn't want to fight. Yeah. That was good avoidance. I mean, they might have been weak on the soft paw, but Poison damage can stack, man. I mean, an average 22 is a pretty solid average if I were an average DM, you know? And that's just like one creature. And you say heard about another creature. I got like a whole playlist of guys in this desert. I was like, oh yeah, here they go.
He sent me a list of like everything we could possibly run into. I'm like, oh, fun,
Nice.
great. It's like the Predator is in the desert. It's like great.
Laughs nervously.
Yep. Welcome to the Smoldering Stocks. There's actually like a little. I had like a little scene image because I don't know why I thought this would be the first place you went to, but this is the entry image for the Smoldering Stocks. This particular cactus, known to Rolly as the Warring Tree, where when there is a war between the Goblin societies, they come up here and they put the blood on top of their banners, like kind of stain it, and until that blood is washed off, then the war is still going. So you guys don't know who's at war yet, but when you do come across this is usually at the very front of the Smoldering Stocks. It's like a cactus that was by lore dropped there to identify who and what dangers were ahead. So welcome to the Smoldering Stocks. You guys are in the thick of it.
No one stuff is theirs.
Home to the wild, dry and free. Let's see. You guys got anything for me? Any special requests? Any comments? Any concerns? Any lost loved ones in the story lore? Any confusions? Any misheardings?
No, but I'm assuming if we've got a decent amount of downtime, I'd be able to share that information with Rolly.
Yes.
I gotta go. I gotta watch my family.
No worries. Thank you, Wiggles.
Yeah, I got a dip too. I gotta get to bed.
All good.
That was fun.
You
Have a
guys
good night,
one.
guys.
Absolutely.
See ya.
Later. But yes, you would absolutely be able